wanna stay. What they said was real, makes me wanna steal. Living under house, guess I'm living on a mouse. All's I got this time, got no meaning, just a rhyme. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to steal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. I like to steal. I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Half the man I used to be. Feeling uninspired, think I'll start a fire. Everybody run, Bobby's got a gun. Think you're company, then she tells me I'm a creep. Friends don't mean a thing, guess I'll leave it up to me. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. Take time with a wounded hand, guess I like to steal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. I like to steal. I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Half the man I used to be. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. Take time with a wounded hand, guess I like to steal. Take time with a wounded hand, 'cause it likes to heal. I like to steal. I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be. Well, I'm half the man I used to be.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Thanks for being here tonight. Welcome to the ACC show. I'll be with you in just a second, okay?
I am smelling like the roses somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. I am smelling like the roses somebody gave me 'cause I'm dead and blue.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, PigskinPeete. Welcome to the ACC show. How you guys doing tonight? We got a great show planned for you guys tonight. Of course, I'm joined by my friend, colleague, and co-host, Sea-Dog. What's up, Sea-Dog?
What is up, Pete?
Hey, just living the dream. Living the dream.
Like forever.
Yeah, it's been a while. We didn't do one last week. Obviously, last Tuesday was the 4th of July. But we did start the predictions early enough this season, unlike last year, where I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And, of course, for anybody who doesn't know, you can read it in the title there. Tonight, we're going to cover Duke, record prediction, and, of course, Miami as a request. I believe that Luke Walker was the one that requested that. Sea-Dog might have to jump off at some point during the show. He's selling his house, and he's got some stuff going on with that. But luckily, Sea-Dog, we already have some panel members waiting to come on. So even if you do have to jump off, I won't be doing the show solo. We got a couple of ACC people in here to help us out. What do you think about that?
Excellent. You know, they always got our freaking back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going under contract on my house tonight. So
either way, you're going under contract. It just depends on who.
Yeah. And the other people, yeah. So we have an offer that we like and we're willing to take, but we got another one coming in. We're going to see if it's better. If not, then we'll take the original. If so, then I don't know, maybe a bidding war. I don't know.
Well, that would work out in your favor if there was a bidding war.
It would, but yeah, we're gonna go under contract one way or another probably tonight. So
great. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
We won't waste any time tonight. We'll acknowledge who's in here in the chat, and then we'll get right to the panel. I do see that Jordan Bowman is making an appearance tonight. Do you know I had to send up a bat signal for him and make a threat to get him to come on here?
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I threatened him on Twitter.
Yeah.
I told him if he didn't make an appearance on the ACC show this week, that he was officially going to be on my doo-doo list. And
yeah, I saw that.
So anyway, whatever it takes to get him here, it worked. You know. But I haven't had a chance to talk to him about this, what we'll call a controversy about several people picking Duke to beat Clemson in week 1. So I'll be interested to hear his thoughts on that. Let's see who we got here. Who do we got here? We got Matt Dummett's here, Kevron Harris. Tyler P. is here. What's up, Tyler P.? Jay Shipes. Tiger Paw Craven says, what's up, Pete and Sea-Dog? Oh, look who's here. My friend Carolina Jackpot. What's up, Jackpot?
DeAndre Johnson. Who the fuck is he? Fucking freshman. Fuck. Can you pose yourself as some kind of a fucking running threat?
It's like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can. Yeah. Oh, how about that? Jackpot Leslie makes one. Goddamn, why you over here telling me? You don't have this. You don't have that. You don't have this.
And you don't have that. I got to tell you what, that never gets old.
Please, Carolina Jackpot, come on and talk about Duke. Please. He just asked if he could come on and talk about Duke.
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Please.
And I'll tell you what, we'll put Duke on first. We'll do Duke first. I mean, so if you want to come on now, we can get through Duke, and if you want to jump off, you can, or you can stick around for the show. I don't care. Anyway, Jordan Bowman's here. Let's see here. Senor Dog. Rack Dog is here. Bulldog Brian. Alakazam. Pete McGaha. Nate the Great. Kevin Schuler, the Twisted Rooster. Malik Beast. Luke Walker, Baylor Man. Let's see how many on the panel pick Duke to beat the Taters. Well, if Carolina Jackpot comes on, there'll be at least one because, well, we've already bet on the game. So if he doesn't pick Duke, he'll be betting against himself. Wet Blanket is here. Broski Bear says Uncle Lou picked Duke to beat Clemson. Yeah, we went over that. He does have a bet with somebody. Well, but see, Lou took the points with his bet. He took 14 points. I think he bet Mayhem Matthew. Harold Gray. D-Bell. A. Ohio. Zona Tucson 93. VicTube Productions. Drewski 2 times. Beggin' Megan. He says to tell Sea-Dog that he's there, or he's here. It'll make your day.
I actually enjoy the presence, the company of Beggin' Megan.
Ultra Magadog. All right. Again, appreciate everybody for being here tonight. If you want to support the show, you guys all know the different ways you can do it. It's much appreciated. Thank you in advance. All right, let's go ahead and bring some people on here. What do you think? Jackpot, whenever you want to come on, buddy, if you do want to come on, the link to the StreamYard is in the description. It's right at the top. And once you get on, I'll bring you on. All right, we've got the incomparable Luke Walker and the one and the only Tater Man, Jordan Bowman. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
Pete, before we proceed with this, I just need to make sure that you're going to follow through on your promise to let my family go out of the basement. They miss me. So I will. I just need to know that if I continue and proceed and do this show, that you'll. Hey,
I'm getting a call.
Okay.
I'm getting a call. I gotta go.
All right.
I'll be back whenever it's done.
All right. We'll be here. Good luck. Yeah, I'm a man of my word, Jordan. So yes, you fulfilled your obligation, and I will let your family out of the basement.
Thank you.
And I didn't hurt them either.
Thank God.
It's good to hear.
All right, guys, let's, well, first of all, I'm going to pull the Duke schedule up here in a second, and if somebody could do me a favor, if you're watching the StreamYard, once I pull this schedule up, I'm going to be looking at the schedule and not at the StreamYard. And so if somebody will let me know whenever Sea-Dog comes back on or where Jackpot comes on, so I can click back over and let them in.
So we'll have to announce their presence because we can't see the back. But,
Oh, all right. Well, forget about it then. Jordan, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So, just in the past week or so, I'm sure you've seen several YouTubers and some other podcasters and things like that predicting Duke to beat Clemson week 1. Now, the list of these potato heads is as follows: Josh Pate, the Uncle Lou, and most recently, and to my pleasure, Carolina Jackpot. And there may be more. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one thing that I've noticed, and this happens, every single off season. It's become increasingly popular to pick Clemson to drop a game they shouldn't, especially early in the year. Last year it was Georgia Tech. There weren't people picking Georgia Tech to win that game, but coming off, Clemson was coming off of a relatively down season, 10-3. They were like, oh well, Georgia Tech they're improving, and we saw how they looked in 2021. That could be a tricky game. So and with Duke coming off of the season they did, it's just that people are expecting, they went 9-4, so people are expecting another step forward, and that it's just convenient that they open with Clemson, and it's just going to be a fun upset pick. The spread is relatively short, and so it makes it even more enticing for people. So yeah, I don't take it all that much seriously. I mean, Duke is an experienced team, talented quarterback. But again, they do not have the athletes that Clemson does. I don't think Clemson can sleepwalk into that game, but you have all of fall camp to prepare for that game.
Yeah. South Carolina didn't have the athletes last November either.
So what you're doing is
I don't think that's an equivalent.
Yeah, Jackpot's comparing Duke's talent to South Carolina's. That's interesting.
Which if he wants to do that, that's fine.
Home field
Duke definitely has a better quarterback in South Carolina.
Yeah, nobody just walks into Duke and expects to get a win. Home field advantage in Duke. Oh, man. Hey, listen.
I don't take it that much seriously. I mean, it is what it is. It's prediction season. People are bored. And that's.
Well, see, even Uncle Lou admitted that he said, when I do these schedule predictions for every team, I try to find, one to get people riled up and to make it more interesting of a prediction instead of just picking them the game, to win every game that they're supposed to win.
Clemson is favored in every single game on their schedule, so it's not fun to say 12-0.
He told me that on the week 1 predictions for all those teams that's where his money's going.
Oh, well, on the spread.
Yeah, he's betting. He's taking the points. He's not picking them on the money line.
Isn't Duke
he said those
plus
are
14?
in our contest. He said those are money line picks.
In your contest, well, he has a bet with somebody and he's getting 14 points. I know that for a fact. Now
that's cheap. So
because
I'm not going to pretend Uncle Lou is my authority on betting anyway. So if he wants to pick Duke to beat Clemson, that's fine. That's fine.
As soon as I saw his prediction video for Clemson, I had him on the air and I challenged him the same way that I did with Carolina Jackpot to bet me straight up with no points, and he wouldn't do it. So there you go.
I did. We have a bet on that.
Yeah,
sir.
no, you did. I'm talking about Lou.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave him the same option I gave you, but he didn't take it. He wanted points.
He doesn't want free money. That's silly.
Yeah, he wanted the points. So, VicTube, I see you in the back, buddy, but I've only got 6 spots, and we've got 5 right now, and I have to leave room for my co-host.
Oh, Sea-Dog's already in.
Oh, Sea-Dog's already in here.
Yeah, so you can bring him on.
Okay, never mind then. Welcome to the show.
Jump off here, Pete. I got to go eat. Well, I'm sorry. I seriously, I got to go play. I got to go play car wash. But,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I got to go eat tacos.
Oh, all right. Well, all right, man. Thanks for coming on. Anyway.
Yeah, it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday.
It is.
Yeah, that's funny. Lou's not the betting authority. Well, who is really?
Josh Pate.
There is
Josh Pate, right?
Authority.
There is no betting authority, right? All right. Let's not waste any time here. We'll kick it right off here. Now, you guys, I've already let my feelings known on this. So, I'll repeat myself a little bit. Look, do I think that it's crazy to say that Duke has a chance to beat Clemson on week 1 in Duke? No, I don't think it's crazy to say that. I think it's very, very unlikely, though. And
There's probably going to be more Clemson fans than Duke fans there. You don't have to say that, Duke.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Duke's fans might be excited about the season, so it might be about 50-50. But
yeah, it might be like 30-70 if they're excited about the season.
Coming from North Carolina, man, I got you. Listen, Duke has a lot to be excited about. They have a lot to be excited about for their season. They had a great season last year by Duke standards. They're returning a quarterback who he was a freshman last year, wasn't he?
He's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's his first year starting last year.
Yeah.
And most quarterbacks, if they're any good, are going to progress from year 1 of starting to year 2 starting. If you're anybody not named DJ, most of the time that happens. And
he progressed. He just wasn't that good.
He had 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's better. Listen, what did we pick Duke last year to win 3 games?
Yeah, it was 3, I think.
That was our worst prediction last year. Was Duke, as far as how off we were.
Was it Duke or Miami? It might have been equal.
Yeah,
Miami won like 9 games.
Yeah, those were our 2 worst, and those are the 2 that we're doing today. So hopefully we'll do better today.
Yeah.
We probably won't.
Yeah,
Most games we did pretty well. Most teams we did pretty well on. So
yeah.
Though, but as far as here's the criticism I hear about Clemson: they don't have any receivers, and they have a first-year starting quarterback, and they have a first-year offensive coordinator. I believe that the quarterback situation, whether it's his first year starting or not, is an upgrade over what we've had for the past few years. That's just my opinion. I definitely believe that the offensive coordinator is an upgrade, and I know it's his first season there, but people forget he only coached at TCU for 1 year, and so he didn't have any issue in his first season at TCU doing what he did there. And also, I feel like he's going to simplify the playbook. It's not going to be as complicated, which it should be a much shorter learning curve for the offense to learn. And on top of that, I feel like the 2 running backs that we have, can cause a lot of problems. And I don't expect Clemson to throw the ball a ton of times. I could see it being like 70-30 run to pass in this first game. So Duke's going to have to figure out a way to stop the run in order to stay in this game. I'm picking Clemson by at least the spread, probably around 2 to 3 touchdowns. That'd be my prediction. All right, let's see who we got next. Is Sea-Dog there? I guess he's not there. He's on the phone. Who wants to step up next? Luke, you want to go?
I'll go. I don't think picking Duke is that bad a prediction, but I'm not going to do it. And Duke has a really good D-line. Dwayne Carter is one of the best defensive tackles in the ACC, and he's coming back. And then they were young last year, so they'll develop some. But I'll still pick Clemson.
All right, so that's 2 for Clemson. What you got to say, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a Clemson victory, but Duke, yeah, they bring back an experienced team, but I do have some concerns on kind of in the second level. They do have, like Luke said, they do have a good D line returning, but they lost their top 3 tacklers from last year. They lost a couple of DBs, so they're replacing some key starters, and I think Clemson is. The criticism that Clemson has no receivers, I mean, compared to the last 2 seasons, I think the wide receiver room is in as good of a shape as it's been in a few years. So I disagree that we have no receivers. That's kind of a talking point from people that aren't really familiar with the roster. But so yeah, but I do expect Clemson to run the ball. I mean, Garrett Riley, as much credit as he got last year for the explosive passing offense and all of that, he was a 55-45 run to pass guy last year. It's a run first offense that uses the run to set up big plays in the passing game, and so that's what I think you're going to see. And I think he's salivating over the running backs he's going to have to work with. I actually saw a stat on Clemson's offensive line last year that the stuff rate, which is just the amount of runs that are stopped at or behind the line of scrimmage, was the lowest in college football outside of the service academies. So Clemson, from a rushing offense standpoint, last year with Brandon Streeter calling plays, was one of the best rushing offenses, at least per run in college football. And so I think that's going to be even better under Riley. So
yeah. And he's already said as much. I think one of the very first questions that was asked to him in his introductory press conference was something along the lines of an air raid offense, and he just laughed at that. And he said, if by air raid offense you mean a run first offense, yeah, that's what we're going to be. So he's already said that that's their plan, and I believe him.
Air raid I don't think people understand the label of an air raid. I mean, the air raid comes in many different forms. What Georgia ran last year was really a pro style offense. They called it air raid, but it was a pro style offense with air raid concepts. That's kind of similar. Clemson is more of Clemson is going to be a spread, but run first with air raid concepts. That's really all it is. But they're not. Clemson isn't just going to air the ball out and throw it 75 times. It's not like Mike Leach's air raid or something like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of difference in that. And when people hear air raid, they just think, oh, they're just going to throw the ball a lot. But that's not the case. And
that's what makes a great coordinator over either a good coordinator or a less than average coordinator is playing to your team's strength. And that's where I feel like Tony Elliott did kind of drop the ball a little bit his last year there. And also, and Brandon Streeter definitely did, trying to, pound a square hole into a square peg, whatever the saying is, you know what I mean? They just didn't utilize the weapons the way that they should have been, and I think that Riley will get that figured out. But, all right, so that's 3. Who else we got? Vic?
Yeah, well, I don't remember anyone ever calling us an air raid, but...
They did. Todd Monken is an air raid disciple. That's what. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, I guess I'll take Clemson to beat Duke. I think that Duke could beat Clemson, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right. So that already gets us to pick Clemson, despite what Sea-Dog says. But I already know what Sea-Dog thinks. He's already said it last week, or on my show earlier this week. And he said he thinks it's ridiculous that people are picking Duke to beat Clemson, so he's picking Clemson as well. So that's a unanimous panel there, except for Jackpot. He's eating tacos, but he would have picked Duke.
Yeah.
We might be able to skip the next 3 weeks. Look at these games.
Well, we can run through them quickly. But, all right, so there's one loss for Duke. All right, Lafayette at Duke. So this is, so first of all, the opening game is on a Monday night. I don't know why they did this. I don't like this. I don't know why one of their key matchups in the ACC week 1 is Clemson at Duke on a Monday night, but whatever, it is. And so they have...
They could pick any ACC game to do that. They pick Clemson versus Duke.
So Duke then has a short week to prepare for the mighty Lafayette. So...
Right. Not Louisiana Lafayette, just Lafayette.
Yeah, just Lafayette.
Yes.
I'll give Duke the win there. I don't even know what to say about it.
Duke.
Okay. That was easy.
Yeah, Duke. Yeah, do I even need to say it? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then, oh, man, look at this. The Northwestern. Now, so Duke starts with 3 home games.
The Nerd Bowl won't be as fun this year.
The what bowl?
Northwestern's a dumpster fire. The Nerd Bowl.
Oh, the Nerd Bowl. Yeah. We all know what's happening right now with Northwestern. I don't know what the hell they're going to do as far as a coach, because typically when coaches get fired, it's either during the season and they'll just, promote a coordinator, or it's during, at the end of the season on Black Sunday. And they have the whole off season to vet and get new coaches in there and start the recruiting and everything. I mean, we're about to start playing football here in just over a month, and they don't have a head coach. Unless anybody's heard anything haven't heard today. I don't.
Any Northwestern players enter the transfer portal since their coach got fired?
Well,
you have a 60-day window to enter the portal, even if the window's closed once your coach gets fired.
It's too late.
It's not, because their coach got fired. You have a 60-day window automatically to enter the portal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine some of them are going to, because I know some of them aren't happy about him being fired in the first place. Maybe some of them hang around for a few weeks to see who they do hire before they make their decision to enter the transfer portal or not. I don't know, but look, I'm taking Duke in this. I don't. Northwestern might be lucky to win 1 game this year, or 2, or whatever.
Yeah, Duke's going to beat the hell out of them.
Yeah. Is anybody not picking Duke?
No.
Against Northwest, yeah, no.
All right.
Is there 2 ACC teams that are going on the road at UConn?
Why do they do that?
Yeah, see, I don't.
DC did that last year in Cardinals. I don't understand.
Yeah. Let's see here. That is going to be 16 to the 23rd. That's a Friday night game too, isn't it?
What is it?
Buffoonery.
16th to 23rd, 7 days. So
Okay, yeah, no, it's a Saturday. Never mind. I was about to say if it's one of those crazy Friday night games where they go on the road, that'd be silly. Give me Duke in this one. I mean,
yeah.
So, Duke on a win streak here after losing to Clemson with
3-1.
Yeah, 3 straight wins. Now this next one's interesting. Notre Dame at Duke. So we haven't done. We're going to try to do Notre Dame this year, even though they're not technically an ACC team. That might be the last team we do. But I haven't looked at their schedule, so I don't know exactly which 5 or 6 ACC teams they play this year. But it seems to me like they've played Duke several times in the past few years. Am I imagining that?
I don't think they have.
Well, I know that they played them in the COVID year.
Yeah,
I remember that.
They played them in 2019, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah. So first of all,
I don't know how the rotation works exactly, and
I
the
think
COVID
it's
year,
random.
the COVID thing kind of made things because they didn't consider the COVID year part of the rotation, so everything that was they didn't change the schedule to adjust for it. So some teams played Notre Dame multiple times.
Yeah, Carolina played them 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same with Clemson, right? No, they didn't play. Well, they played
Not
them
3 times in a row, but 2 in the last 3.
2 in the last 3, and so it'll be 3 out of the last 4 because they're playing this year.
Last 4 this year,
Yeah. Listen, I'm high on Notre Dame. I'm not saying they're a playoff team or anything like that, but I think that a massive upgrade at quarterback. That's got to be the best quarterback they've had since, I don't know, when Brady Quinn. I mean,
Ian Book, come on.
No, stop it. No. I mean, Ian Book wasn't bad, but he's not as good as Hartman.
I feel like they've had a good quarterback since Brady Quinn, but that doesn't matter.
I mean, not Malik Rozier.
Brandon Wimbush.
Malik Zaire.
Brandon
Zaire. Brandon Wimbush.
Yeah.
Brandon Wimbush wasn't good though. So.
He was talented, but no, he wasn't great.
I mean, Ian Book was a solid college quarterback.
Yeah. I'm going to take Notre Dame in this because I feel like, well, I already know what my record prediction for Duke is. In order to make that happen, I have to have them lose this game. So, plus, I think Notre Dame's going to be pretty good. I mean,
Duke has Notre Dame and Clemson coming to town this year.
Yeah. So that's, for me, that's a loss for Duke. What say you?
So I'll take Notre Dame. I think they're making the playoffs this year, so have them beating Duke.
Okay. Jordan?
Yeah, I'm taking Notre Dame.
Vic, you have an opinion on this one?
Yeah, Notre Dame owns the ACC. So I'll take
0 ACC championships, though.
Yeah, 0-1 in ACC championship games too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so we got a loss there for Duke then.
Yeah.
NC State. Yeah.
Give me Duke.
Yeah, give me Duke. Dave Doran's he's in for a rude awakening. How many home games does Duke have? What is going on here? Are these one of these teams that has like 9 home games?
They're about to go on a streak of road games, it looks like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, only that's normal. 7. I don't know why it just looks like a lot.
They have a lot of road games to end the year.
Yeah. They're front loaded right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 of their last 6 games are on the road.
All right, I'm going against the grain. Give me the Wolfpack.
I think the Wolfpack probably be favored in this. Well, if they made a line on it right now, I think NC State would be favored. But I don't know about by the time this game's played.
Maybe.
Duke's coming off a bye in this game too at home.
Yeah. It's going to be a very short spread regardless, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke's coming off a bye, September 30th to October 14th.
What do you think, Vic?
I know that we don't like Dave Dorn on this channel.
I don't know if we don't. I don't.
So I'll take Duke.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'll take Duke. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm the only one. I'm surprised. I'm the only one that picked NC State.
NC State plays Clemson the next week too.
They get hyped up. They get hyped up more than any team every year, man. In the ACC, I swear they do.
Everyone loves Dave Dorn.
Over Miami and.
I mean, they're right up there. I don't know if anybody's really hyping up Miami this year. At least
everyone always hypes up Miami too much. They hype up NC State too much.
Yeah, even the Miami fans aren't hyping up Miami this year. I think
I think they hype up NC State in very select years, and I don't think it's like a every year thing with NC State. It's just they always have a year every 2 or 3 years where it's like, oh, NC State, they might be really good this year.
And they win 9 games or 8 games
at best.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen,
win 10 games.
Dave Doran smokes cigars if they win 9 games. So come on.
Bro brings donuts to flex on TV shows and all that stuff. About how wrong they were because he won 8 games.
I'm pretty sure Dave still has a losing ACC record too.
I'm sure he does. He loves to pad that non-conference schedule. He gets some wins.
Yeah.
Man, does he have the best job in the ACC? And I'm not saying as far as winning standpoint, but what does he got to do to get fired?
I don't know.
Mac Brown has the best job in the ACC right now. They'll never fire Mac Brown.
Well, yeah, but he'll retire soon enough. He's getting too old.
But Mac Brown actually kind of earned that. Dave Doran did not.
Yeah. Well, that's true. All right, now this is where it gets rough for the Blue Devils here. Right now we have them at 4-2 at mid-season, and then they got a few games, or at least 2 in a row that are going to be rough. And now Florida State. Is anybody picking Duke in this game? Look, Florida State is favored to win the ACC in the Vegas odds right now.
Not anymore.
They're not. They were.
No. Well, maybe it depends on the sports book, but I've seen Clemson, or they're at least like they're co-favorites maybe.
Yeah.
Some books have Clemson, others have Florida State, but I don't think it's. I think Caesars has Clemson actually.
Yeah, it just I guess maybe it's just the media, the national narrative, and people on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and
Florida State's the popular pick.
Yeah, they're the popular pick right now. I do have a bet with somebody, but it all predicates on that game. Tyler P and me have a bet. We have a bet on the Clemson win total. I have over 9.5. He has under 9.5 in the regular season.
Under 9.5.
Yeah, he thinks that Clemson's going to lose 3 games, and Florida State being one of them. So.
I mean, that's he's betting against. I mean, that's what I mean. He's betting against the history. Clemson hasn't. I mean, they've lost 3 regular season games twice.
Twice since 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think.
And one of those was 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
True Seminoles in the back.
Seminoles in the back.
Perfect timing. Just talking about Florida State. All right. But so is anybody not picking Florida State in this game?
No.
Listen, I think Florida State has a chance to win it. I just don't. I don't see how you can pick a team to win a conference, especially when Clemson's still around and they haven't beat Clemson in 7, going on 8 years. Well, 9 if you add the year that they ducked us.
I didn't know I was so important that people noticed me in the back room.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't have known if you hadn't typed it.
Yeah, I noticed you first.
That's true. That's fair.
Also.
Thank you, Vic. Yes, Florida State's going to win this game.
Game's in Tallahassee, too.
And it's in Tallahassee, yes.
All right. So a loss for the Blue Devils. Now, the next one, I might actually have to take the Blue Devils here. I know it's in Louisville. Louisville seems to be getting a lot of hype. And have you seen their win total?
So what, 8?
I think it's 8.5.
8.5.
It was. It might move to 8. It moves up and down based on people's bets. But come on. I don't know where they're getting that from. Here's what I schedule. It's their schedule. Yeah, they don't play either Clemson or Florida State. I think that's probably why.
Or North Carolina. Yeah, they don't play Notre Dame. I don't think.
Yeah.
Either. So, and their non-con is Kentucky and nobody's. So.
Yeah, they'll lose to Kentucky.
Yeah, well, they like to do that, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I'm taking Duke in this one.
I don't know how to feel about Louisville.
I don't think anybody does.
Because Jeff Brom is a really good coach. They honestly bring back Scott Satterfield didn't leave the cupboard bare there. There's some pieces. He brought in Jack Plummer from the transfer portal, who's familiar with his system. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to take Louisville.
Okay. All right. So that's 1-1. What you say, Luke?
I think Luke died.
Did we lose Luke?
I was talking and I was muted. Duke.
All right. Vic.
Are you also muted, Vic?
No, I'm here. I guess I'll take Louisville.
Vic is bored with the ACC show.
Well, he came on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
So, what about you, True Seminole?
Oh, yes. The only opinion that matters. Louisville. I'm just kidding. Absolutely Louisville. I think Duke's overrated. Everyone is talking about how Duke's so good in a coastal conference that was pitiful last year.
Didn't Duke win the same amount of games as Florida State?
Isn't Louisville? I'm sorry, but the coastal's different than FSU's competition.
Well, there is no more coastal. But I see what you're talking about last year, but still.
Right.
The difference between the coastal and the Atlantic is having
and that's where all the hype's coming from last year. I don't think the coastal was any good last year at all across the board.
Well, they weren't.
And I think we're going to see with this division is the way it is, how lopsided it truly was.
Well, that's a win for Louisville. I mean, a loss for Duke. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, who picked Louisville? It was True, Seminole, and Jordan. And that was it. Right?
And Vic.
And Vic.
Yeah, Jordan.
3-2.
3-2.
If Sea-Dog was here, he'd probably pick Duke. Not gonna lie. But
Yeah, he's not high. We had this conversation. That would be the tie, and of course I usually in the tiebreaker since this is my channel. So Duke would get the win then, but we'll leave it at Louisville.
And Duke beat Wake Forest last year, something Florida State could not do. So Duke's better.
Ooh.
Well, Wake Forest is next night, and I do have them beating Wake Forest. I don't know. I know they had some high hopes for that quarterback, but replacing Sam Hartman, and they lost a couple of key players on offense, not just Sam Hartman. But the pushback on that is that, well, Dave Clawson just somehow seems to pull these players out of his you-know-what from a year-to-year basis. And so, I mean, there is something to be said for that. He has proven himself to be a competent offensive guy. So,
hey, True Seminole, I think we're getting an echo from you.
Yeah, is that where it's coming from?
Yeah, it looks like it.
do you want me to leave and rejoin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having said that, I'm still taking Duke here until I can see what the Demon Deacons are going to look like without their star quarterback.
This feels like a year Wake Forest wins like 7
Does
games
this sound
instead
better?
of 9.
No.
Not at all. I'm probably going to have to get some headphones, guys. Let me find some headphones, and I'll come back for the Miami segment.
All right.
Oh, he sounded fine to me.
I don't know. I can hear some kind
It's
of
the echo, not how he sounds like.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a feedback or something. I don't know if he has the stream running or something.
Anyway, all right. So I got the Dukies.
Yeah, give me Duke.
Yeah, I'll take Duke too, because Wake Forest doesn't have Sam Hartman, so.
Oh, yeah, Duke's at home. Yeah, I'll take Duke.
That's going to do it. So 5-4 after 9 games, not bad.
I just realized it's not even going to matter when Dave Clawson takes the Northwestern job. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Why would he take the Northwestern job?
Big Ten resource gap. That's about it.
Yeah,
It's experience, coaching at
That would be
an
an
academically prestigious university, and
That would be a very odd job to leave Wake Forest for.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree. I don't know if he'll take the job or not, but I kind of agree with Jordan there. They're at
Northwestern. It doesn't make that much sense for Dave Clawson.
They have an amazing athletic facility there, and I believe they're on the verge of approving a new stadium, like a $200 million stadium.
yeah, they're making some big time investments in football right now.
So, I mean,
Dave he would be a really shiny. Oh, it would be like a clean hire.
Yeah,
like he's well respected. After everything that just happened, it would be a good football hire and a good image, optics hire.
I'll tell you one thing. If I'm if they don't have Dave Clawson on a short list, then they're crazy.
I agree.
But here
I could imagine you could get a better job than Northwestern in the near future if he was really interested.
Well, you might be.
Hey, I'm back.
Back.
Well, how'd your phone call go?
It went friggin' awesome, dude. These people came in with an offer that was amazing.
Oh.
All right.
So, I mean, yeah. So what I was telling you earlier about, like the people, the original contract, they wanted us to pay closing costs and all this and that. Well, these people didn't want any of that. They offered way over what our asking price was, and this is amazing.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So, we still got to get the place appraised, so it can only sell for what it's appraised for. But we'll make the maximum of whatever it is, and no closing costs. So I'm so freaking stoked.
Awesome.
All right. Yep. So I have to go now. So Pete, can you real quick just tell me who the last three are, and I'll pick.
Yeah,
them
sure.
quick.
The last three are at North Carolina, Duke at North Carolina.
That's a win.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Duke.
Okay.
God.
Duke at Virginia,
Yeah, definitely Duke. Yeah.
and then Pittsburgh at Duke. That's a good one.
Right.
That's a
Well,
tough one.
I just did a Pitt preview today, and I did have Duke beating Pitt.
So you have Duke closing out the season 3-0, Vic.
Yep.
Wow. Well, 4-0 technically, because you had them beating Wake Forest as well.
Yeah. So I guess I got them 8-4, which is the same as last year. So.
Okay. All right. Well,
Lose
thanks.
to Louisville and beating Carolina is kind of crazy.
Thanks, Vic, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
And Sea-Dog and Luke and Jordan. Yeah.
All right.
See you, bud. So can I give my unsolicited opinion about Duke, because I have been looking forward to this game. I wish I could have.
Which game? The one we're talking about, Wake Forest?
Or not game, but this game.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So can I just run through it really quick and give my opinion on each one? We don't have to count my vote or anything, but I'll just quickly see. Okay. Clemson at Duke. Yeah, I've been really wanting to talk about this because I honestly think Duke is going to be really good, and I don't think it is like out of this world crazy to predict them to beat Clemson.
That's the same thing I said, basically, but I still picked Clemson.
I would still pick Clemson too, and but the thing is, I mean, I can see where some other people are coming from. If you don't think Clemson is going to be better than they were these past 2 years, but I do though. I think the hire of Garrett Riley was like really good, and they're going to. I think they're probably going to be a playoff contender. So, but if there is a time to get them, it's week 1. At home, where a lot of the offenses struggle in week 1. You see a ton of like unders hit. That would be the time to get them. Clemson's usually not as good in the beginning of the year either, as they are towards the end of the year.
Well, here's the only thing I'll say about that. Duke, if you say all teams struggle offensively week 1, that would include Duke and
not all teams, no.
Oh, just Clemson.
But not all teams, no. But you know what I'm saying. I mean, and Duke, I feel like, Clemson's got a new offensive coordinator, and it's just observed with Clemson in the past that they're better towards the end of the year. So I don't know. I feel like that is dangerous, but I think Clemson probably the rest of the way is going to be probably undefeated. And it looks like Duke too. Good Lord, what is this? Lafayette, Northwestern, Connecticut.
I'll tell you where we have them right now. We're on the Wake Forest game, but we've got them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 going into the Wake Forest game.
So yeah, I think they probably lose to Clemson and then go 3-0 in those crappy games, and then lose to Notre Dame. I think they could probably beat NC State, lose to Florida State, beat Louisville. Wake Forest will be tough.
So the panel, I didn't, but the panel actually picked Louisville to win that game.
Yeah. I don't know about
Well, if
that.
Sea-Dog was here, it would be tied.
Yeah.
It's fine. We don't have to do all that, but I think they beat Louisville. But Wake Forest, I don't know. I'm higher on Wake Forest than most. So we're voting on that now, you said?
Yeah. So right now it is 3 people have picked Duke.
Where is this game being played?
It's in Duke.
Man, I'm going to have to give it to Duke.
So that's another win for Duke then.
So there's 6-4?
6-4 going into the last 2 games. Duke at North Carolina. Of course, this is a rivalry game. No, I'm sorry, last 3 games, not the last 2 games. Game is in North Carolina. And as long as Drake May stays healthy, I give the clear edge to the Tar Heels at home against their in-state rival.
I'm gonna definitely take Duke. Give me the better coach team all the way. All the way.
The better coach team.
Yes.
Duke's
Which is Duke.
But you picked Georgia Tech to beat Carolina, so that's not always true.
Yeah, we've seen that happen time and time again. Yes, Georgia Tech goes absolutely better. Luke, I cannot. That might be the dumbest thing you've ever said. You're gonna tell me we come
So
in there
easy.
and what? And what? What did we do then? What did we out talent you? Did we freaking pull out of our ass? What did we do? We outcoached you. We were on a third and fourth string quarterback at your home. We outcoached you, dude. You're a freaking geriatric senile coach. He needs to retire. Okay. Freaking outcoached him. He's past his prime.
geriatric, yes. Senile, I think that's going too far.
Well, clearly you can't figure out how to freaking run a consistent, successful football team, even with the all-world quarterback, best quarterback in the whole freaking country and universe. Drake May wastes his talent away. A freaking 5-star with Stockholm syndrome, won't transfer out for some unknown reason, and
It's the same reason all the Georgia Tech players don't transfer.
Sir, we don't. Our players don't transfer because we're a freaking good team. We're not wasting their freaking talent like freaking.
If
Drake
Georgia
May.
Tech is good, then what
Okay?
is Carolina? We won, 4 more games than you?
You got freaking stomped, and your players are a lot more talented than ours, and and we still beat you.
But who's the better team, C-Dog?
Georgia Tech is
They weren't.
the better team. Yes, they were.
We won 4 more games. We're better.
That's crazy. You had a much easier schedule, and we had a freaking turmoil with
same
our coaching
schedule.
situation. Don't even get me started. Turmoil with our coaching situation. We're still better coached than you. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. And the better freaking team is going to win here. You're going to lose to the better coached teams. You're going to lose to Pittsburgh. You're going to lose to Georgia Tech. You're going to lose to Duke. Do you play Clemson? I don't know, but you'd lose to them. Who else is better coached than them? Oh, who's a better freaking coach? Dave Doran? You're losing to him too.
Oh, Lord.
All those freaking teams.
We're not getting to Miami.
You are. Yeah, not Miami. I'm not getting it. I'll give you the Miami game, but you're going to. You have a chance to lose all those games, even though you're more talented or on par talent with most of them, because you're not as good freaking coach. Because Mac Brown's old as shit and needs to retire. Give me Duke in this game.
All right, Duke is the favorite to win that one, according to the panel. All right. Oh, no,
we didn't pick that.
What? I picked
Carolina.
all right.
Picked Duke, and then nobody else picked.
All right. So me and Luke have North Carolina. C-Dog has Duke. Jordan.
I'm going to go North Carolina.
Boo.
I don't know. I don't feel good about picking Duke. I mean, although they should have won last year,
Here we go. We got at the freaking buzzer beater. We got 2 more panels of the member here. Please tell me you guys have some sense.
Well, there are 3 North Carolina.
Well, first I need to find out, is my echo better?
Yeah, you sound better now.
Seems like it.
Okay, that's good. It was the microphone carrying the sound from the speaker. So sorry, C-Dog. Coastal bad. Duke overrated.
Really? There's no such thing as a Coastal anymore, though.
Yeah, I know, but when it was, that's where their hype is coming from.
Duke is not overrated. They're a solid team.
They're not.
Whatever you say.
Against what competition?
Against what competition? I mean,
they did play a garbage schedule last year.
I'm sorry.
Why are you acting like Atlantic is the AFC North? What are you talking about?
The Atlantic is the AFC North?
No, you're acting like it is.
The Atlantic is the superior side of the conference.
Not by much. The Atlantic still wasn't that good.
Well, not by much.
Well, I mean, you guys are talking about
going to the Atlantic.
You guys are talking about Duke and last year. I mean, that was last year.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't think they're going to be any better? I mean, they went 8-4.
They're going to.
They could be better, and they could be better.
They're not going to be better. I just don't think they're going to be better. I think they're still going to be a middle road ACC team.
Well, that's fine. They could be better and still have the same record. because they have a
I
hard
guess.
schedule.
I mean,
Because
you're
they have a
not
hard
really
schedule.
improving your competition. I don't
But-
understand how you seem
Well,
better.
I don't see how Georgia Tech can beat North Carolina, and you don't think Duke could beat North Carolina.
Oh no, I think Georgia.
you
Tech-
Didn't beat us
outcoached-
last
if
year,
you-
Sea-Dog. We played bad
well,
against
that's the
Georgia
thing,
Tech.
though.
Congrats.
If you
That's the thing. Is the those division is so bad that it's just flip flop for every game. How does Georgia Tech beat Duke and beat North Carolina? And North Carolina's supposed to be the favorite to win the division.
So
They didn't win the
to
division,
put this
but
in
they
per-
lost
if
to
you're
people they
better
shouldn't lose
coach,
to.
if you're better coach with them and have half of where the fuck of talent,
I would like to
you
point
won.
out that we have already done predictions for both North Carolina and Georgia Tech this year,
That's true.
and we had North Carolina at 9-3 and Georgia Tech at 5-7.
Well, I don't give a freaking rat's patootie what you guys think. You guys are freaking wrong.
All
You
right.
guys all bet me. You guys bet me a
Sea-Dog,
bunch
we've been
of
right
wrong
on Georgia
freaking
Tech
bets.
more than you
You're
have.
gonna be eating crow, Luke.
Lifetime
And
of the show.
you're gonna be freaking grounded. Okay, and I'm gonna take your phone away, and Pete, you're gonna be paying up. Your wallet's gonna be a lot lighter once freaking Duke beats Clemson, and Georgia Tech makes a bowl. You're gonna be at $150. I don't know what you're gonna do then.
Should we do the Sea-Dog eats?
Hold on, I only bet you $50.
immediately after the game, or when he has to pay up those bowl bets too. So he just pays up all in one episode, or we spread it out.
Yeah, we're not gonna have to freaking worry about that. I'm gonna be packing my wallet, and I'm gonna be going to the candy store or something and buying a lollipop with all your money, and you guys
Heck
are gonna
yeah.
be jingling your freaking can on the side of the road, talking about I lost a freaking bet because I was stupid against the Yellow Jackets, and I don't know what I'm talking about on the internet. Okay?
All right.
So that's the situation that's going to be unfolding this season. Just to let you guys know.
All right. So
Luke's going to have a belly full of crow.
win for Duke then, according to the panel.
We've been over this. It's not a win for Duke.
If you,
I'm North Carolina. I don't know why I keep saying that.
Speech and still,
The rousing
want to
It's
pick,
5-1, Pete. For
If
North
you've
Carolina.
heard me,
Your speech has aroused me. Yeah.
he is so affected by my speech that he's overriding the freaking panel.
No, I'm not. North Carolina with the win.
That's ridiculous.
We got to get moving here. Duke and Virginia. Is anybody picking Virginia?
Hell no.
No.
All right. So that's a win for Duke. And the last but not least, Pittsburgh at Duke. I think that Pittsburgh has a chance to be, at very minimum, third best team in the ACC, maybe even better than that by the time it's all said and done. So I'm clearly picking Pitt to win this game. I don't care where the game's played at.
I am too.
Luke? You made Luke so mad he's speechless.
No, I'll take Pittsburgh.
If I was Luke and I got embarrassed with pants by Sea-Dog every week on the ACC show, I would be quiet too.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you look worse than all this.
I'm gonna stuff you in a locker.
I might have to make a compilation video of all the things Sea-Dog said when Carolina beats Georgia Tech this year.
Please do.
Yeah.
All
Be
right.
a nice little school project. Quick curb your enthusiasm after all the trash talk.
Yeah,
The score and the
I'm
highlights.
undefeated against North Carolina on YouTube. Okay, that's not changing this year either.
All right, Jordan. What do you think? Right now, it's 3-0 in favor of Pitt.
Yeah, give me the Fighting Narduzzi's.
What do you think about Pitt as a whole, though? We haven't done a Pittsburgh prediction yet, but we will.
Did we do a Pitt prediction already?
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think so. No, we
No,
didn't.
we haven't.
Yeah, we did. We had them at 9-3.
Oh yeah, we might have. I don't know.
We did
I
the last
wasn't here.
ACC show.
Oh,
Last ACC show?
Well, I wouldn't know anything about previous ACC.
yeah, that's true. Oh, he's
Did we
right.
really?
Hold on, he's right.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at it.
I'm looking at it right here. 9-3 Pitt. He's right. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that.
What the hell? My wife just texted me and said, "You need to chill and let others speak." Is this true?
No, you're fine.
My wife is so critical of me.
I like when you get all in your panties at a bunch. It's good.
No, I mean,
It's so easy to get them upset too.
Clearly,
That's
she
the
does
best
not
part.
realize the value of.
She was. I guess she wasn't as moved by your speech, Sea Dog, as the rest of us were.
She also has to tell you to stop betting so you don't lose your life savings on Georgia Tech.
Yes, and you need to write her a thank you letter, okay?
So you're going to need to tell her thank you.
Yeah. Everybody in the comment section, you need to let her know that you're so thankful that I'm not taking all your money.
Well, it's a good thing you're selling your house so you won't be broke.
No kidding, and a good deal too. I'm still stoked about that. I'm pumped.
There you go.
To cover all those Georgia Tech bets.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. Seven. We've got 7 and 5. So not as good as last season.
Picked him to lose to Louisville.
I mean, they do have like you said, a tougher schedule from last year, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, so I feel like I had them right around where they were last year, maybe one game less. So that's right where they're at, 7 and 5. So it's official, everybody. And for all the people out there that are saying Duke is going to win 9 games this year, according to the ACC panel, it is 7 and 5.
7 and 5 does seem like the low end of what they could do, though.
Yeah, I think 7 to 9 wins is where Duke is probably going to be at.
Well, you can thank Vic for that, because otherwise he was the one that picked Louisville to beat Duke. And
that's crazy. Is he one of those people that's like really high on Louisville?
Well, Jordan did too.
He didn't really say anything. He just said Louisville.
Jordan, are you high on Louisville?
Somewhat.
What do you think they're going to do this year?
I mean, I think the schedule is very manageable. They bring back actually a pretty nice roster. Jeff Brom, I think he's a good offensive coach. They're going to run his scheme. Jack Plummer, I think, actually had a solid season at Cal last year. He threw 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 9 picks at Cal, as bad as they were. And he knows Jeff Brom's system, and that I could see that going really well. They brought in a pretty solid recruiting class too. So I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things going in their favor as far as schedule and the talent they bring back, and I like their coach. So
okay, so am I tripping, or Pete? Do you remember when we went over Louisville's schedule? And we like pulled it up. We
definitely had Duke beating Louisville when we did the Louisville schedule.
Yeah, we pulled it up and we were looking through it. We were like, ooh, and we had them go. We had them going like 5 and 7. Like
we did have them going 5 and 7.
From what it seemed like they're. I keep hearing how easy their schedule is, but from what it seems like, it seemed harder when we went over it. But I don't know.
Yeah, we did have Louisville going 5 and 7 officially.
Jesus.
And we did pick them to lose to Duke. But the problem was the panel was different that night than tonight.
Well, I don't think.
I think we should have
7.
I'm looking at their schedule. I'm not seeing 5 and 7.
I think that they'll probably get 6 or. I think they'll
they do play Notre Dame. That does kind of suck.
Didn't we have that one LSU fan on here? That's probably what jacked it all. I'm kidding.
But they have an easy ACC schedule.
State, Notre Dame, Pittsburgh, Duke.
We actually, we had them losing to Georgia Tech, didn't we?
Kentucky, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they could get to 6 or 7 wins, but I don't know about anything. I mean, maybe 8 on the high end, but
Let's
I don't know.
I think they beat Virginia Tech, Virginia. I think they beat Miami. I picked them to beat Duke. NC State's winnable. BC, I think that's a win. Indiana sucks. I think that's a win. I think they beat Georgia Tech, but that could be a game they lose. Murray State obviously is a cupcake. I mean,
it sounds like a lot of toss-ups.
I don't. Well, the ones I'm talking, I don't see. I think
Kentucky is an automatic L. Notre Dame is an automatic L.
Other than those two, I think Louisville is very, could win all of those games.
I suppose.
And I think they'll be favored, and I think they'll be favored in a lot of those games too.
I don't think they'll be favored against NC State, Pitt, or Duke.
I think them having an over-under.
I think they'll be favored against Duke. I actually feel pretty confident they'll be favored.
I think it'll be pretty close. Won't Duke be riding the high off who they just played, or is that right after?
Possibly, but I think from a power rating standpoint and an odds making standpoint, I think Louisville's going to be the betting favorite. It's at home, yeah. I think Louisville's going to be I feel pretty comfortable saying Louisville's going to be a favorite.
What's their over/under win total?
8.5, 8, depending on.
Yeah,
that is outrageous.
It's too high.
I think under 8.5 is a pretty good bet.
Yeah,
I think so
Can
too.
I ask a side note question? I know it's not a football topic. Can I ask it?
Yeah.
Is Slim okay? I haven't seen him in like a few weeks.
He was on the midday show not that long ago.
Yeah, he was on the midday show yesterday.
He should have been here.
I'm sorry, I had
Take
work.
Miami.
Yeah, I know how that's like true Seminole. They wanted to crucify me for not being.
I just want to make sure he's okay. I do care about the guy.
Yeah, he's probably working right now.
That's good.
Yeah, he said
How's his baby doing?
Good as far as I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably ask him.
My fault for getting off topic.
Yeah. All right, so if that's official. Duke 7-5. No, and it's like most of us said. We wouldn't be surprised to see if they won 8, maybe 9, being the ceiling. But 7-5 is.
I could see them winning 10. That'd be a lot going right, but they could win 10.
Yeah.
Duke.
I don't know about that, but.
Wait, Duke winning 10?
Yeah.
No,
I said a lot.
I don't think the schedule. I think the schedule is more difficult than last year. I don't see 10.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Miami so we can make sure we get through this here.
The Miami Bowl.
The Miami Bowl, the Miami North and the Miami South, September the 1st. That is a Saturday, right? Yes, it is. A night game at Hard Rock, or this is at Hard Rock. 7 p.m. it says.
Yeah, they play at A&M 8 days later, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Friday night.
This must be a Friday game.
It's a Friday night.
Oh, it's a Friday night.
Upset alert. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Miami,
you know what?
Ohio, Red Hawks.
I don't.
I'm laughing at fan base off this app.
Which one?
Off of YouTube and Twitter.
Oh, dude, that would be. I would refer to them as Miami of Florida for the rest of
Miami of Florida.
That's good.
And just call Miami of Ohio Miami.
Yeah, Miami and Miami of Florida. That's right. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
All jokes aside, give me the Hurricanes.
Is Ben Roethlisberger coming out of retirement?
No.
Probably not.
I'll take the Hurricanes.
Yeah, give me Mario Cristobal and his ragtag tootin' gang of.
I heard somebody say they're picking Miami to be the most improved ACC team this year. Do you agree with that?
I mean, it's always possible.
Well, I mean, they were pretty bad.
I think they're going to struggle again this year. I don't think it's going to be a good year for Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. They got the new coordinator and everything.
2 new coordinators.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the new coordinators work out, but.
Oh, Slim's in the chat. You got the Miami signal.
Oh, I just got a signing for my contract, so I got to go sign this.
Okay.
I'll be back to let you know what you all got wrong.
All right.
Oh, by the way, just give me Miami of Florida, okay?
All right. That's 3. Jordan.
Wait, hold on. I'm lost. Wait. Where are we at?
Miami of Florida versus Miami.
The first game, Miami. Florida
I
versus
thought I already
Miami.
picked. I said,
Somebody's echoing again.
Is
Is
it
it
me?
me again?
I don't know. I don't think it's you, Jordan. No.
No. That was True Seminole.
I'm not hearing an echo.
I don't know.
I don't hear an echo.
All right, I was hearing it. No, I'm not hearing it anymore.
I got scared. I thought it was me again.
Look who's in the back room.
Yeah, give me Miami of Florida.
Is it Slim?
Yes. Hold on. Let me take off Sea Dog real quick.
Seminole hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jordan.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Give me Miami.
We gotta have the Miami man.
Gotta have Slim in here. This would be good. I wish it was Sea Dog was in here to argue with him though.
Miami of Florida.
All right.
Sea Dog doesn't want to argue with me.
I think he does. He seems like he's in an argumentative mood tonight. So.
Yeah. So I got him going pretty easily. So.
Well, that's already going to do it. That's 4. So.
Yeah.
Obviously, a win.
Miami of Florida.
Win for Miami. Texas A&M.
Echo you were talking about too.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah, I just started hearing it too.
I heard it.
Now it's gone.
Is it me?
I don't know who it is.
I don't know,
It's
but
gone now.
it comes in and out.
Yeah, it's in and out.
I don't know.
All right, let me know. Keep an eye on it. Let me know if it's me.
All right.
Probably is the Florida State man.
So a rematch from last year. Last year, Miami traveled to Texas A&M, and this year, it was a home-and-home series. So September the 9th. So that first game was at Friday. So this is a 3:30 afternoon game on Saturday. I hate to do this, Slim. I want Miami to win this game so bad, but I've got to take the Aggies.
I've got ACC pride, so I have to take Miami of Florida.
Give me A&M.
Yeah.
That game was so close last year.
It was
Literally
close last year.
I mean, it was determined by a fumbled punt. So I think Miami's going to get them at home.
I'm going to go Texas A&M. But I would be happy if Miami won it.
I don't think either. I mean, going off of last year, I don't think either team is necessarily the same. But I think Texas A&M is in a better spot. I mean, I think by default. Then now that they actually have, I mean, I think, with Connor Wegman at quarterback, I think it's a little bit of a different dynamic, and with Bobby Petrino running the offense.
I was about to say that's the real.
Yeah, new coordinator.
That's actually going against, because everybody knows Jimbo's not going to give up the reins fully to Bobby Petrino, and Van Dyke is far more proven quarterback than Connor Wegman.
Possibly, but I trust A&M's defense far more.
Yeah,
that's not even a possibility. That's just a fact.
Yeah,
Miami's schedule. There's a realistic possibility.
He's more proven, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he'll be the better quarterback in that game. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's all going to come down to the offensive line.
Yeah, and A&M has a ton of talent on the defensive side of the ball. So
yeah,
Miami isn't lacking for talent.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's not like Miami.
Yeah, but A&M is like the fourth or third most talented roster in college football.
Yeah, but they are almost every year, it seems like.
Well, I'm just saying that big recruiting class they had a year ago.
You mean all of them that left?
No, not all of them left, and the few that did leave did not play very much. They still returned a ton from off that defensive line. The receivers, most of the receivers are still there. I think that's a huge misconception that they did not lose a ton of that class. And a lot of those guys I expect to be really good. Evan Stewart could be the best receiver in the SEC this year. So I'm just saying. How many of them fire up blunts in Miami's locker room? After they win?
After they win, yeah. Yeah, they'd be smoking a cigar. It's just questioning what's inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the vote so far?
Right now we have 3
It's 2-2, isn't it?
3-1.
I thought it was 2-2. I have Miami.
Me and Jordan and
it's 3-2.
Carter Hawk Raven.
Craven had A&M.
It's 3-2.
Okay, 3-2.
Well, sign me up with Christopher. I'm taking the Canes.
Oh shit! Oh no! You know what that means?
It's got to go to the comment section. We got to.
Is he trying to change the rules?
That's what we've always done before.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I usually the tiebreaker because it's on my channel. But whatever, we could go to the comment section. What do you guys think of the comment section? Texas A&M against Miami, week 2. Now the game's in Miami.
Start 5-0.
I think that's going to be a statement game for both teams. I mean, if either team comes out and drops 45 on the other,
I gotta say,
whatever team that does that is going to have a good year.
Because it changes narrative. It will.
I'm not quite.
Miami to get this one.
I'm not quite as confident about my pick as maybe Jordan is, or about Texas A&M in general, because I feel like we say this.
I wasn't even confident. I just said I think A&M is the better team.
Yeah,
that's what I think,
and that's what I think too. And that's where I'm coming from. But I'm not saying this is going to be a beatdown. It could be a lot like last year, actually.
It's pretty even in the chat. It seems like.
Yeah, it is kind of even, isn't it?
Well, Cheryl. No,
If Cheryl voted twice, 3 times now.
He's voted 4 times. 5 times.
Oh,
This isn't a president. Hey, this isn't a presidential election, people.
Yeah, you can only vote.
You can only vote once.
Cheryl, please stop voting for Miami. We get it.
No mail-in ballots, guys. No mail-in ballots.
We might have to time her out. Slim, is that your burner? Who is that?
Yeah. Something tells me I think Cheryl must be a Miami fan. I'm pretty sure.
He's coming here with all his burner accounts.
If you only count Cheryl as one, then I think A&M has the.
Yeah, I think so too. Pete McGaha said he just voted while he's dead, so I guess his counts.
For sure.
Yes, A&M has taken over the lead here. So unfortunately, Slim, that's a loss.
That's okay.
Loss for the Canes.
Slim. We'll prove them wrong.
How are all these SEC fans going to feel when the SEC's 0-2 against the ACC in the first 2 weeks?
It's going to be great.
Oh,
South Carolina and A&M losing, that's going to be tough.
wow.
LSU also. Let's not forget about that.
Oh, 0-3.
Who is this next game?
It's Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, that's their scrub.
Why aren't you returning the home game, Slim? You scared?
No, because we're not North Carolina. We don't go to do home and homes with scrubs.
Didn't Miami do a home and home with App State?
I believe so, yeah. Once.
Okay, then.
But App State, I wouldn't consider App State a scrub.
So Miami did win this game last year, 70-13, and I think you'll see something similar to that this year. Maybe not 70, but it'll be a lot to a little. So give me the Canes.
It may be worse. I mean, if they were that bad and won 70-13.
Does anyone know?
Outside of A&M, Miami has a cupcake schedule to start the year. What is this?
Yeah.
I know. I wish we played Texas A&M.
Who would you rather play, LSU or Texas A&M?
Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah.
Shit, we got after this, we got a home and home with Florida, then we got a home and home with Auburn.
Yeah, you're going to beat Florida, though. It's okay.
Yeah, acting like Florida's a tough game. It's a little crazy.
No, I'm not saying it's a tough game. I'm just stating what their next home and home series
They're only a tough game for Florida State.
Oh, gee.
Didn't Florida beat Miami last time they played? It wasn't that long ago?
Yeah,
like 4 years ago?
2019.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like 7 coaches ago.
I'm not talking to you, Slim. I'm talking to
They
Luke.
beat us for the second time ever. I don't care. They beat us for the second time ever since 1985.
I know.
That's like
we
7
to
coaches
play
ago,
you guys.
Seminole.
Okay, we all know
Not
this.
relevant anymore.
First of all, thank you to Nature Boy for the Cash App. I appreciate you, brother. And also, Sir UGA sent Cash App and says, for Miami couldn't beat me at scrambling eggs. Wow. I didn't know Miami was playing him.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Talking the city, the university, the one in Ohio, the one in Florida.
Miami, Florida.
All right.
I do still find it funny that both Miami University and the University of Miami, neither one of them are in a city called Miami.
That is true. Did you hear what Sea-Dog said?
I tend to tune him out quite a bit.
He said if you lose to Miami of Ohio, he's going to start referring to them as Miami and Miami as Miami of Florida.
That's okay. I'll never refer to Georgia Tech as a decent football program.
All right.
We're lucky Sea-Dog isn't in here. That would be a 15-minute tangent. If
You only beat us by 1 point.
Oh, he's actually.
No.
I don't know when he's going to come back. I won't be able to know. Anyway, all right. So everyone's taking Miami in that game, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'll continue the trend. Miami at Temple. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know much about Temple's team this year. I don't know what to expect
Just
from them.
speak up if you pick Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, this is.
Yeah, it's just that's Miami.
It's Temple.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean,
Well, we probably would have said it's Middle Tennessee State last year. I think we did.
That's a fair point. Fair point. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I think Miami's like 0-2, 0-3 all time
0
against
0 and 3 against Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah,
That is-
I think it was like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Are any of these teams in Conference USA? Because that's
Y'all
who usually
should-
beats Miami.
Y'all should probably stop scheduling Middle Tennessee State then.
Well, they don't play them this year, so
That's good.
yeah, it's good for them.
I mean, like the other 2 times we played them, once was in like the 40s and once was in the 50s.
Well,
And actually, we don't do too bad against CUSA teams. We beat up
Okay, so
UCF
Miami
a bunch
win.
of times when they were in there.
You're on 2-game losing streak though,
Yeah, 2-game losing streak. No,
or 3-game losing streak. Louisiana Tech was in Conference USA too.
Oh shoot, that's right. God. 14-0. I remember that. That shit was embarrassing.
man.
I got a
It's Middle
secondhand
Tennessee,
embarrassment.
Louisiana Tech, and FIU.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Yep.
That's
Actually,
tough.
I think that was in the same year.
Same year,
It
yeah,
was
it
in the
was
same year, yeah.
2019.
That's tough.
It was at FIU too, wasn't it? What is that about Miami not going to scrub?
I thought the FIU game was a bowl game.
No, the
No,
Louisiana
Tech
Tech
was
game was a
Louisiana
bowl game.
Tech game was.
Oh, the Louisiana Tech game was a bowl game. My fault.
And technically, isn't that kind of a home game because it was played at Marlins Park, and I mean that's where the Orange Bowl used to be.
Wasn't the field painted for FIU, so it's technically a FIU home game?
I don't know. Well, regardless, that should never have been. I mean, FIU is in Miami, I guess. So, but still,
Did they score like 30 in that game too?
it was like 30-24 or something like
That was
that.
a hilarious game.
Yeah.
all right. So now Miami plays a real team, Georgia Tech at Miami on October the 7th.
The Sea Dog's not here, so that should be quick. Give me Miami.
Well, first of all, we've already done Georgia Tech, and I'm almost positive I picked Miami to win that game. So,
Well, I
got
mean,
the
if we're going to
scores
go
right
by
there.
Jordan's logic, it'll be based off of the game they played last year, even though this all new.
No,
team and
you
all
were the
new
one that
season.
based the game off. You were the one that based the game off of what happened last year. You
No,
were
I
the one
just
that
simply-
said that the
I
game was
simply
decided
stated.
by a fumbled punt.
I simply stated that as the game.
Sea Dog's
was
back.
decided.
Sea Dog's in the
I didn't
back
mention
room.
anything
No,
about
no.
last year.
Pete, Sea Dog's in the back room. He wants to come in.
yeah, I know he wants to come in. The panel's full. Someone's gonna have to go.
C-Dog doesn't get an opinion.
All right, I'll cut out Pete
All right, so I see you later, Craven.
later.
One less tater man. Anyway, we got too many taters in here.
They do.
You can never have two.
All right.
Wins.
Stop it.
Georgia Tech wins.
So right now, Sea Dog, we have Miami at 3-1 after 4 games, with their only
sorry, I
loss
didn't-
coming to Texas A&M.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kick anybody off.
C-Dog, there's no way Georgia Tech wins. Y'all literally got run off the field by the worst Miami team in 20 years.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not like your guys are gonna be some special, amazing team. You
I'm
can
not
be
saying
beaten
that they
any.
are.
You can get beaten any week.
You don't need to be special or amazing to beat.
But we're using
listen,
Sea Dog's logic, so Miami
listen.
beat Georgia Tech last year, so they're doing it this year.
We beat y'all twice in a row, and you guys freaking suck, and we freaking pants you every time. Don't even open your mouth. Okay.
Who won the
Miami-
last one?
And twice is not every
The
time.
thing with Miami.
Who won the last one?
The thing with Miami is, I mean, I've not even like predicted us to win at all this offseason, the Miami game. I'm not sure. We can, you can beat Miami and a Mario Cristobal talented team, even if they're super talented, if you're tougher and better coached than them. I just don't know if we're going to be at that level yet. I don't know. I'm erring on the side of not, because we saw what happened last year whenever, their talent will come through. It could any week, It's just hard to predict, but for the purposes of right now, I'm picking Georgia Tech.
Picking Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Did you pick Georgia Tech when we did the Georgia Tech preview? I can't remember.
No.
No, you can't. Yeah, don't be a flip flopper.
I'm a flipper.
Now,
The
I
only
got
show
a
he's
question.
even going to be partially
He's
objective on
flipping.
is Georgia
He's
Tech.
flipping.
If we beat Georgia Tech by 30, are we a playoff team in that?
No.
Nobody's beating us by 30. For that right now.
Playoff team in that. Playoff team in that.
Yeah, nobody's beating us by 30.
You hope.
All right, so Sea Dog's taking Miami.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I probably shouldn't have to leave again.
All right.
I am under contract now on my house. So
Awesome.
yes.
I think the ACC show is a little more important than your house. I think you need to eat your
I need to get my
This is the guy who's late.
Won't happen again.
It says the guy who's late.
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm not a co-host of this show.
That's true.
ACC show is more important than your newborn. Okay.
I'm not a co-host of this show though.
All right, so I think we all have Miami winning this game, right?
Yes.
All right. Miami at North Carolina.
Sea Dog likes to talk about Georgia Tech owning us for beating us twice in a row. We beat Miami like 7 times in a row.
I'm not going to lead off on this one. I have an opinion on this, but I'm going to let Slim. Let's let you lead this one off.
I mean, Lou's got a point. It's hard for me to pick Miami in this game, and I'm not going to.
Yeah. Apparently, in this world, there are some teams that can't beat North Carolina. I don't really get it. Like, I can't really relate or anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
But I mean, it's college football. Like, crazy stuff happens. Like, teams lose.
I can take that from True Seminole because Florida State actually owns North Carolina.
Teams lose. We did.
Well, and I mean, to North Carolina's credit, like they've been a thorn in Miami's side since we joined the conference. Like,
we beat them all the time. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Is it Miami our last 2 top 10 wins? There's 62-26 in 2020. That was our first top 10 win since the last time we beat Miami, I think. But yeah, getting North Carolina, obviously.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go with North Carolina. Miami has to get over that hump before I pick them to beat them again.
Has Mac Brown ever lost to Miami? He hasn't at Carolina.
Man, is that true?
Unless he did at Texas, he hasn't lost to him.
Yeah, I don't remember them playing at Texas, and I don't think. Obviously, Miami wasn't in the conference his first stint in North Carolina, so. Yeah, I don't think he has lost to Miami.
So he's never beat Florida State, and he's never lost to Miami.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
Bullshit.
Another win for Miami. I'm taking Miami as well. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm taking North Carolina as well. Sorry. So right now, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mid-season, we have Miami with 4 wins, 4-2, with their only losses being to North Carolina and Texas A&M.
They are going to be hollering to fire Mario Cristobal at this point.
Yeah, once they lose 2 in a row right
That's
here,
probably factual.
They're going to be hollering.
Next on the list, Clemson at Miami on October the 21st. Now, this will be, I believe, the 3rd year in a row that Clemson and Miami have played each other. Is that right?
Where's this?
Anybody else going to echo, by the way?
Yeah.
Did we play in 21?
I've been to the last 2 Miami games in Clemson. They played in Clemson twice, the last 2 times.
Is this a home game?
I think they played in 20 and 22. I don't think they played each other in 21.
20 was the year that Miami ranked super high and Clemson beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, that was the rain year.
And Coach Coop dressed up as a cheerleader and all that.
Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, I was on vacation.
That was the rain. That was the rain game where I almost got arrested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You beat up Mrs. Peete.
Yeah.
Where is this game being played?
It's in Miami this time.
Oh, are they gonna tarmac Mario Cristobal at a home game?
Oh man.
If it's like a 58-0 type game, maybe.
Hey, man, it's happened before.
At a home game.
It's happened before.
What was the COVID score? It was like 63-28 or something like that?
And then, of course, last year, me and Slim went to the game together in Clemson. Yeah. And a couple of other Miami fans.
Well, the COVID score, I was talking about Clemson. I was talking about Miami and North Carolina. I was still thinking about that. The Clemson North, it was like 42-17 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was a
Miami
beatdown.
Clemson score the COVID year was 62-26, I think.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
broke all kinds of rushing records and all that stuff.
I do. We haven't done Clemson's prediction yet. I do have Clemson losing one game, but it's not to Miami. So give me the Tigers.
Yeah, give me Clemson.
I think we all have Clemson.
Oh, wait. Well, yeah.
Clemson.
Wow.
Go ahead and pick Miami, Slim, because it's just.
I'm not picking Miami to win that game.
All right.
No, I'm just saying it so it's not a sweep.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Yeah.
Hand in the paint for your team.
Fine. I'll pick Miami just so it's on a clean sweep.
Yeah.
Well, Slim doesn't think they're going to win that game.
I won't hold it against you. Or
Which is funny that because they got clean swept against.
Clemson.
They got clean swept against North Carolina.
Oh.
But we're just a superior team to Clemson. I don't know what to say.
39-10. What?
We don't have to bring that up. It's a new year.
Why you gotta be bringing up old shit, Jordan?
Yeah.
No, Clemson's not one loss is not against Duke. Stop it. All right, I don't think
North Carolina. We just said.
I don't think anybody is going to pick Virginia to beat Miami, are they?
No.
Didn't Virginia beat them last year, or it was close?
No, it was that was that game that was like 12-9 with 7 overtimes.
Oh yeah, the overtime game.
Yeah.
Neither team could score.
Yeah, nobody would fucking score.
It's the first overtime game ever where there was like 3 points scored in 6 overtimes.
You're welcome.
I'll go with Miami. Virginia's terrible, man. Did y'all see Wahoo Brad's community post?
No.
Virginia is so down bad. I'm might sound like I'm bullying him here. I'm not trying to do that. I actually feel really bad for him because I know how it feels. He is so down bad right now with Virginia. He deleted every one of his videos, and
oh my God.
he put his schedule prediction in a community post that simply said 2-10.
Dang.
With no further content. I was like, damn.
So I'm getting confirmation that Tony Elliott is not the guy.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, Tony Elliott's only been there one season.
I feel actually bad.
It wasn't even a full season because of what happened. So
Yeah.
They got worse.
Yeah,
his
but I
first
mean,
year,
you
and it
can't
looks like
win
they're gonna be
like.
even worse this year.
I understand, but it's just so bad. It's so bad.
And the previous coach before him didn't get fired; he just retired. So he didn't leave some terrible team.
Yeah. Tony Elliott was boo-boo. I don't know why they think hiring a coach that was about to get fired is a good idea.
He wasn't. It's a good thing he did get hired because I don't think he was going to get fired.
Well, I mean, Dabo made the change at Brandon Street. Well, I don't know. Tony Elliott.
He might have fired him after this year.
Maybe.
He probably wasn't going to do that good.
He made the change at Brandon Streeter, but Tony Elliott had been there much longer. So I don't know.
Yeah, Dabo's leash for Elliott was a lot longer than it was for Streeter, and I think we all know that. I mean, Elliott's got some rings on his finger as a coordinator. So
Right, but not as a head coach.
no.
You have to get a head coaching job to do that. So.
Right.
The point still stands, not as a head coach.
Yeah. He hasn't been a good head coach so far.
So far.
Well, can we give somebody longer than one season before we say they're just not a good
Yeah.
coach?
That's true, but I mean, like,
They've taken.
I mean, that shit was
multiple
a-
steps down
I mean,
since
that's
he's out there.
really bordering on Miami fan territory.
That
bitching
is
about,
true. That-
Manny
I mean,
Diaz.
it shit
We're
is
not saying
atrocious.
fire the
man.
guy, but he's done an atrocious job so far.
Yeah, I mean, when you come into a 6-6 team and go 3-9 or whatever they did, like, jeez.
Brendan Armstrong. That offensive line was garbage, though. We have to, that was nothing. There was nothing there.
All right. You got any feelings on Virginia, Jordan?
I have feelings that they're not going to beat Miami.
Yeah. That's a pretty strong feeling. I think we all.
I've got feelings that Virginia's not going to. I got feelings that Virginia's not going to beat very many teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
have we done the Virginia schedule preview yet? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't.
Did Virginia Tech.
But you know what? Just give them the Virginia Tech win, and Virginia fans will be okay.
They're the last crappy team we haven't done yet.
I'm trying to throw them, you know.
To be fair, though, Brent Pry's done more in his first season than, Tony Elliott has.
Did he, though?
Yeah, look at the transfer portal. He went and got some pieces.
Leave it to the Florida State man to talk about what a great job somebody can do.
These guys are having a mid-off right now.
It's amazing, isn't it, Slim? Give it a shot. It changes everything.
How many games did Virginia win last year?
We can win 8 or 9 games a year, and as long as
it's a lot better than where you're at now, is it not?
That's better where we were at last season.
Right, but that still is now. You're about to go 4-3, 5-3 with a win over Virginia, who, without a doubt, you should beat Virginia. But you also should have beat Middle Tennessee State last year.
And I predict. Oh, do you really want to get into that?
I'm just telling the truth.
You really want to get into that, Gamecock man? Really?
What do you mean, Gamecock man? I'm sorry, but we're not 0-3 all the time against Jacksonville State.
No, but you lost to.
No, we're not. You're right. You're 0-3 against MTSU.
Dang.
At least they're D1.
Yeah, but you never beat them, have you?
No,
Jacksonville State is D1 too. They were
yeah,
just
thank
FCS.
you, Jordan. But I didn't even know that. Thank you.
They're
just the last FCS team.
That makes me feel like a percentage better.
And Jacksonville State will be in the FBS this season, so there's that. They moved up.
Moving on up.
Well, after that terrible team that they play in Virginia, they got a couple of pretty rough ones in a row here, both on the road too, which makes it even worse for Miami. They go on the road to play NC State, and you know how I feel about NC State. It's hard for me to pick them to win anything, but I believe that's the only time I picked NC State on any schedule that we've done so far to beat anybody is against Miami.
Is it at Finley?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that one.
So give me the Wolfpack.
I'm going to pick NC State too. Why is Pete doing this to me?
I don't like this back-to-back road stretch. I'm with you, Pete. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah. That's 2 tough games on the road for sure.
Now, we'll see. I can change my mind about NC State depending on how they look because, the best quarterback they've had in a decade is gone. And as far as I know,
it's an interesting.
We're still going to be taking snaps.
I don't think Devin Leary is better than Ryan Finley or Jacoby Brissett or Brandon Armstrong. So.
That's an interesting matchup. This is one of those ones that Miami probably should lose, but
Miami should win it. They're vastly more talented than NC State.
Are they?
Yes.
They're vastly more talented
top 10 roster.
They're vastly more talented than all but 2 teams on their schedule. Or I guess 3.
This is true.
Somebody's echoing.
All right, what do you think, Jordan?
Hold on, what game are we on? I zoned out.
NC State.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is this on the road?
It's in Raleigh.
Oh yeah. I think I'm going to go NC State, but I think that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I do too.
And Miami actually does pretty well against NC State, so I'm kind of back and forth.
I'm going to say in this stretch, because I'm not a fan of it, they're going to go 1-1. So I'm going to say they're probably going to lose this NC State game.
I knew you were going to do that.
Well, no, the only reason I say that, and you can vouch for this, Pete, because I've said it every year I've been on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Florida State game is a pick 'em to me.
Oh, okay.
He does have a point. It does tend to go back and forth, and doesn't really matter who the better team is that year. He is right about that. But having said that,
The better coach.
Huh?
Mike Norvell's better.
Stop it.
It's true. You'll find out.
Has Mike Norvell won a division? Has Mike Norvell won a conference?
What conference did Mario Cristobal win? Please tell me.
Matter.
Which one of relevance
Answer the question.
did they win? Which
Answer
one
the
of
question,
relevancy
sir.
did they win?
Answer the question, sir.
Didn't he win the Pac-12?
Of relevancy, Luke.
And he
The
also
Pac-12
won
is relevant.
He also won a New Year's Six game, which is something Mike Norvell hasn't done.
Hey. Fuck you.
all right, Sea-Dog, did you pick this game yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Miami.
All right, Luke.
NC State.
That says something there. Me and Luke both pick NC State. Well, that's gonna do it. And L.
NC State.
NC State, I think, sucks. I'm not picking them.
So, right now, after 9 games, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins for the Hurricanes. So 5-4. On the road at Florida State after a tough game at NC State. Give me the Seminoles.
I want to make this interesting, so I'll pick Miami.
I don't know how that makes it interesting, but
Are you kidding me? What the hell?
Who's picking Miami?
well,
Me.
That's crazy.
hold on now. We got 3 people.
I want to break.
Miami is so much worse than Florida State. It's not even funny.
No, they're not. Miami's more talented than Florida State. What are you talking about?
Your talent's comparable, and
No,
Florida
talent's
State,
not comparable.
Florida State is 100 times better coach. Okay.
No, they're not. They probably
Thank
They
you.
might have a better quarterback.
Thank you.
And
That's
they're
debatable.
and they're further along in their journey of rebuilding than
No,
than
they're
Miami
not.
is.
They've hit
They
their
are.
peak. They've hit
That
their
is,
peak.
that is not true. They have not hit their peak.
I might give you a little bit of a nod if this game wasn't in Florida State, but it is.
Well, it's something else that really doesn't matter either.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter, but we actually have people in our stands.
So do we.
Cat.
Few 10.
Where are we at here?
No, that's Georgia Tech's attendance. sir.
Jordan,
Don't
did you
confuse
pick yet?
us now.
Really, a Miami fan throwing
think
shade
so.
at Georgia?
I
Tech's
haven't picked
attendance?
yet.
Are you serious?
I'm going Florida State.
Yeah.
I wonder if you guys can guess who I'm picking.
There's like very few teams that I would like not take that from. Miami is one of them. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, you
you
have
don't
no
have your own.
choice.
You don't have your own stadium.
You have 13 people in your stands, and,
I mean,
and you
yeah,
try and
I mean,
compare us to you, and we
you
still
have,
have
like-
40,000.
You have like 12 and a half people in your stands. I don't want to hear
Sir,
it.
we
You're-
average
You are
40,000.
the definition of throwing freaking stones in a glass house. That's unbelievable.
We
You would
average
come on here.
40,000, sir,
You
not 12.
average. You're freaking.
Oh my God, 40,000.
That is cap.
No, it's not.
You had
That's
10
the number.
people watching you get blown out at home by freaking. Not even in a home.
Well, even if he's right, even if they do average 40,000, that's like 25,000 less than that stadium holds. 30,000 less.
Hard Rock.
Actually, it's a little over 30,000 left. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. It's almost 40 because I think Hard Rock's 76, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So it's half full. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
It's still more than the 12 at Georgia Tech. So,
In my
the
opinion,
point's still
Miami-
valid.
Whatever, dude. Miami's freaking attendance is pitiful. There's no way you're freaking pulling 40,000. Don't give me that crap.
the whole
So far,
Does Bobby Dodd hold 40,000?
well,
what are the losses we
Yes,
have
it
so
holds
far with Miami?
55,000.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5.
How long in saying that 4 of those losses are former Atlantic teams?
Now, I do think Miami will win both of their last 2 games. At home against Louisville and then on the road at Boston College. So that, in my opinion, that put them at 7 and 5. Sea-Dog, what do you think about Louisville?
Jeez, that's a tough one. Where is
I've
it
only
played?
got. I don't think it matters.
Where's this game?
It's in Miami.
Somebody's echoing.
Jeez. I'll probably give it to Miami.
Jordan?
Oh, I was muted. I'm going Louisville.
Wow. That's the second time you've picked Louisville in a game that most people are picking against them.
Yeah, and I've heard this from a couple places off season. For whatever reason, Louisville's getting some hype, and I just do not understand it.
I don't understand it whatsoever. Not at all.
To me, since the Florida State-Miami game is a pick'em, this is also a pick'em.
So who are you picking in the pick'em?
I mean, at least when I threw out a pick'em, at least when I threw out a pick'em, it's legitimately a pick'em damn near every year.
No, I don't think so. Not this year.
I'll take Louisville, though.
This is getting silly.
I am taking Miami, but
he is
still, fuck you, Slim.
So who hasn't picked yet?
Probably me, and I'm with you. I got Miami in both of those.
Uh-oh, so it's a tie.
Who all picked Louisville?
Jordan did.
Jordan did. Luke did.
Yeah.
I didn't pick Louisville.
And
4-2 Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your math isn't mathing, sir.
My math is a math.
Tater
Miami's
math.
beating Boston College. Who cares?
It's tater math.
Tater math. All right, so a win for Miami there. Now, is anybody picking Boston College to beat Miami at the end of the year? Well, we've already done Boston College preview. We got them at 4-8, and I don't think anybody picked them to beat Miami in that preview.
I think so.
That was the one C-Dog did on his channel, right?
What?
Yeah.
That was one of the ones you did.
Yeah, he did. He did Boston College and Virginia Tech on his channel.
Yeah.
And had Virginia Tech going 6-6.
Where we had them going 6-6 with a late year upset. That was cool.
That was Virginia Tech that you had going 6-6. That's a wild.
That is wild. It
Who's
could
that, the
happen.
landline?
What is this, Edward?
Hey, Virginia Tech 6-6 could happen.
No, it won't.
That's probably their ceiling, but it could happen.
That's what you guys picked them to go. 6-6.
To go.
I mean, it just kind of works out.
And I've said that I think 8 wins is Miami's seal, and that's where I'm picking them.
Y'all leave it alone. I'm moving out soon, okay?
Well, we're not far off from that. We got them at 7-5, and I don't think 8 wins is out of the realm of possibility. No.
And I actually, to be honest with you, I don't think 9 is either.
So we have Slim winning his bet
I'm
with
saying that about
Rec
Georgia Tech, too.
Well, I'm winning my bet with C-Dog and Rec Talk, according to the ACC show.
According to the ACC show.
The ACC shows a bunch of bums that don't know what they're talking about, so you can enjoy
We know what we're talking about when it comes to Florida State.
Once again, you can enjoy your off-season wins, but once the season comes and reality sets in, then you won't. You're going to be.
C-Dog, what's it like to go 3-9? I can't relate.
I don't know, man. What's it like to freaking?
I can't make fun of that because I can relate.
What's it like to freaking get blown out in your own stadium by Middle Tennessee State? Good God, how embarrassing!
I don't know what it's like to lose to Northern Illinois.
At least we didn't get freaking blown out by them. And at least Northern Illinois won the conference. Did Middle Tennessee State win their conference last year? I don't think so.
What does that matter?
I don't think so.
Your reflection is Northern Illinois.
I mean, we lost barely by 1 point. You guys got absolutely blown out.
Yes, by an FBS team, not an FCS team.
Northern Illinois is
FBS.
FBS.
They're in the MAC.
Womp womp.
Conference USA is better than the MAC, though.
They were in the MAC at the time. They won the MAC that year.
That still might be one of the best videos that C-Dog's ever made.
It is the best video he's ever made.
I'm glad that
I still watch that every once in a while.
I can't I don't even like watching that video.
And actually, just to disprove Florida State man's point even more, didn't Miami blow out Florida State by the exact same score, and then Florida State turned around the next year and beat us?
Yeah.
So
Once
again,
we
prove
did.
my point,
We
that
did,
game
but we
is a
also
pick 'em.
2 wins right now, and I think Mario's a great recruiter. I do, but I just don't think he's that guy that puts anything together. He ain't cooking nothing in the kitchen. He has ingredients, but he ain't cooking nothing.
Based off of what?
I think he'll be good.
Based off of Oregon.
Hang on.
Oregon.
Based off of 3 years at his first Power 5 head coaching job. So let's go
At
based
Oregon.
off of. Hang on. Let's go based off of Mike Norvell's first 3 years when he couldn't make a fucking bowl game.
And where's he at now?
Still can't recruit.
With less talent than Mario Cristobal and
we had to sit here and listen to you whine and cry about, oh, we deserve a better opponent than Oklahoma, and then you almost got your ass whooped by him.
Hey,
They still deserve a better
ass whoop is different. We won the game, okay?
On a last-second field goal.
That doesn't change the fact that they deserve a better opponent. Anytime a freaking what did you go 10-2?
10-3. No, 9-3.
9-3. A 9-3 opponent
Lost
against
to
a
NC State
6-6
Clemson.
opponent is a tragedy, no matter how much you freaking look at it. Okay.
And
I don't care who you think's overrated. That should never happen. That is
Well, how
ridiculous.
much of a travesty is it to try and lose to that team then?
I mean, I get it, but it's like it doesn't mean. I mean, playing Stetson Bennett worked out for the Georgia Bulldogs. That doesn't mean it was the right decision.
Okay, well, Mike Norvell's building a team through the transfer portal, and it's not the right decision. Recruiting.
Not just the transfer portal. Recruiting as well.
Your recruiting's ass.
Well, clearly playing Stetson Bennett was the right decision.
Is beautiful.
It was not.
No,
I
really think
It can be the wrong decision and still work okay.
It can be the wrong decision and still win back-to-back national championships.
How many they would have done it without him? I mean, that was before he made that decision before they won back-to-back national championships. It was not the right decision. But
I do think Kirby was handicapping their offense.
Just because something works doesn't mean it was the right way to do it.
Yeah,
No, it seems like Georgia's offense was pretty good past couple of seasons.
Well, how many
it could have been
quarterbacks? How many quarterbacks did they have on the roster at the time? Because they have that many quarterbacks better than Stetson Bennett on their roster.
Well, that's just a hypothetical. You can't prove that.
I know that.
How do we?
Stetson Bennett.
I mean, how do we? How do we know?
The Miami man will rep.
Well, I mean, I have a feeling that
Stetson Bennett isn't that good, and their other
I mean, he's got a point. What if Carson Beck comes out this year and just looks like absolute dog shit?
I mean, Carson Beck is dog shit. He is. I've seen him play. Whatever the worst quarterback on the roster is, Kirby Smart's going to choose that one. That's why he's choosing. That's why he's choosing Carson Beck.
What if Carson Beck is a Heisman? What if Carson Beck wins the Heisman this year? Was it
He's
still the
not
right
winning
decision
the
to start
Heisman this
Stetson
year.
Bennett?
I'll eat a pair of shorts if he wins the freaking Heisman.
No.
Give me a break.
Talk about
that's going to JT.
not talking about
No, it's not.
until
Yes, it
proven
is.
otherwise.
Why would it go to the fourth best
Because
quarterback
Drake
in the
May's
SEC?
only throwing against lesser
Kirby
competition.
is constantly
With
made
poor
wrong
We
defense.
play in the
decisions
same
for quarterbacks.
conference.
Poor defenses.
I don't think it's humanly possible to eat a
one
pair of
good
shorts.
defense Drake may beat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that
I'll
out
eat
there.
freaking shorts. I don't care.
Pittsburgh is a good defense.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember our schedule.
Florida
Name
State
one
sure
good
ain't a good
defense to Florida State
It's
beat.
better than Pitt.
Name one
Not
good
really.
defense. Florida
Man,
State
It
beat.
is better
Man,
than Pitt.
Florida State got Anthony Richardson drafted in the first round.
Florida State got Anthony Richardson drafted in the first round. No, I
Yes.
think
Y'all
Tennessee
made him look
got
like
Anthony
a
Richardson
Heisman
drafted
candidate.
in the first round. Anthony
Seminole.
Richardson against Tennessee looked like a Heisman candidate.
How
Not
do you
against
get
Florida
into a
State.
shootout with fucking Anthony Richardson in Florida? Please explain that to me.
Things happen, okay?
That's what she said.
It's college football, you know, like C-Dog says all the damn time when he's trying to convince someone that Georgia State's going to win a game.
Are you kidding me?
Crazy things happen.
Well, I'll see you in freaking Ireland in the Erlingus Stadium in 2025, buddy. Or 4,
Who?
whatever year it is. It doesn't even
Who
matter.
are you going to see? Florida
Georgia
State?
Tech?
I'm going to
In
see
Ireland?
Florida State there. Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're going
Georgia State.
to win?
How have we not had a Catholics versus convicts game in Ireland? How
I
has
don't
that
know.
not
That should
happened?
be
Yeah.
happening.
I don't know, but Georgia Tech and Florida State are playing a home opener game in Ireland in 2024.
That's
And
amazing.
Florida State will win even in another country.
I don't think so. You know, Georgia Tech is undefeated in Ireland.
Oh, okay. That's so cool.
Yep, we are so cool.
What are they? 1-0?
And
Yep.
right now, it seems like Georgia Tech is can't even win a game in their own stadium. So I'm not even really worried.
That's fine. That's right where we want to be.
That's right where you want to be.
You freaking turds are going down.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You're done for.
Beat Duke, and all of a sudden
We can't even. We beat Duke last year.
Listen. I know that's what I just said. I just don't understand your whole quarterback ranking with Drake May #1. Against what?
Drake May is better than him.
As Drake May
Drake May is the best quarterback in the
The truth comes out.
No, he doesn't.
Jordan Travis is either second or third best. I mean,
Jordan Travis is the best quarterback in the ACC.
No, he's not.
Comes out.
He is.
Florida State's a better team than North Carolina by far, but Drake May's a better quarterback.
Against what? What is he throwing against? Tell me something I should respect.
We played in the same conference, bro.
And
You know what?
at that time, a different division.
You might have a point because Georgia Tech went in there and whooped them.
Name what amazing defense Jordan Travis just tore up.
NC State, which kept it close with Clemson. LSU.
He did not tear up.
Wait a minute. He lost to
a running back playing quarterback against NC State.
No, it was a wide receiver.
How many points did Drake May score against Clemson?
Hey, don't forget.
How many points did Drake May score against Clemson?
How many points did Jordan Travis score against NC State?
How many points did Drake May score against Clemson?
He scored 10. How many did Jordan Travis score?
If there was no divisions last year,
North Carolina still would have been in the ACC championship.
Makes it to the ACC championship.
Don't forget that Florida State had a lead at halftime against NC State.
They blew a lead to a running back playing quarterback.
Things happen. Wait, did North Carolina beat NC State?
No, we actually had to play quarterback though. Our kicker also
missed 2 field goals. So the only good defenses you played, Drake May couldn't win against.
Jordan Travis couldn't win against a good defense.
What do you mean?
He didn't beat NC State. He didn't beat Clemson.
Georgia Tech was a good defense.
He put more points up against Clemson.
He lost.
Georgia Tech was a good defense.
What?
It was.
So sorry.
It was an above average defense. I won't say it was good.
Above average is good.
It's still above.
It's a high standard.
Average is still better than half the Coastal.
That's like Pete saying mediocre is bad. No, it's not.
What is this Coastal you're talking about? That doesn't exist.
Mediocre is bad.
Mediocre is not bad. It's mediocre.
No, it's mediocre.
It's good, and then mediocre, and then bad. It's the middle.
There's room
so what you're telling me is just mediocre is a half and half.
Above average is above, like right above average, but you wouldn't call it a good.
Yeah, it goes like there's a hierarchy there. It goes average, above average, good, great.
And then elite if you want.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then you could say.
It depends what you're defining, but I mean.
Average and mediocre are kind of interchangeable. Some people think mediocre is worse than average, but either way, I would call mediocre the lower end of average.
Yeah, and also it depends on your expectation. If your expectation is to be shit, then mediocre is not bad. But I consider it to be.
You were saying that like Georgia Tech was bad and mediocre or whatever. And our expectations were horrible. And then you said Miami was mediocre and their expectations were sky high. And we had the same record. It made no sense. It pissed me off. And I'm thinking about it getting worked up again.
That depends on who. Well, wait a minute. That depends on who you ask, though. Because
it does.
My expectations for Miami were not high at all.
I mean, I had
just saying one-on-one duels.
It doesn't matter who you were.
It hasn't been proven.
It doesn't matter who you were because I was lower on. Everybody else was predicting Miami to go 10-2. I predicted them to go 7-5, and they still underperformed.
Sir, I predicted them to go 6-6. So stop it.
Well, okay, so they still underperformed, even according to you, who predicted them the lowest
by a game. So I mean, okay, a game plus or minus is still pretty damn good.
Okay.
I'd like to know why the NFL disagrees with True Seminole, by the way.
Now, we're really
Jordan Travis is in like his
NFL.
7th year of college and still isn't going to get picked in the first round.
Well, I also think that.
Hold on now.
Just saying,
from the NFL's predictions.
Well, and also I think True Seminoles making a really dumb comparison that I hear a lot of people make. Just because North Carolina lost to Florida State does not mean that Drake May.
That was just me.
Drake May wasn't the starter.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Well, no. That's not my point. My point is, last time I checked, Drake May doesn't play defense, so it's not even comparable.
Drake May has also never started a game against Florida State.
Drake May is a better quarterback than Jordan Travis.
I was joking about that, but I do genuinely believe Jordan Travis is the better quarterback, and I think we'll find out at the end of the season when Jordan Travis is the better quarterback.
Jordan Travis may be the third
His
best
team could
quarterback
be
in the
better, but that'll
conference.
be because our
No,
defense
Jordan
is horrible,
Travis
not
is a
because of
better
Drake May.
quarterback.
If you put Florida
he
State
could have a
defense on
better
North
year.
Carolina, we
My
might-
list was like a preseason one, so it could change.
Just because Florida State has a better record doesn't even necessarily mean that Jordan Travis.
That
is a better
doesn't mean
quarterback.
that.
They also
obviously,
didn't have a
but I
better
do
record. We had the
think-
same
that's what I'm
record.
saying. I think Jordan Travis is the better quarterback.
Jordan Travis is not a better quarterback than Tyler Van Dyke. Stop it.
Damn.
He's a better
Did
athlete
you
than
say
Van
than
Dyke,
Tyler
but
Van
he's
Dyke?
not. But he's
Did
not
you
a
say
better
a better
quarterback.
Tyler Van Dyke?
I just want to know why the NFL disagrees with True Seminole. Jordan Travis is such a great quarterback. It's not like Jordan
I
Travis is
wouldn't
tiny
take
or
the
something.
NFL's word over anything.
Now I got to go with True Seminole on that because they think Anthony Richardson's something great.
They thought Anthony Richardson's great.
That is
I mean,
good.
it's not like
apparently
Jordan
Jordan
Travis
Love,
is tiny
too.
or
Jordan
something. If
Love's
he's the
supposed to be
greatest
a
quarterback
prophecy.
that's ever been
I
birthed.
don't see it.
He might have a good NFL career. You never know.
He may.
It'd be like a 7th round pick, though.
Who?
Jordan Travis.
No way. Come on, stop it with that. You think Jordan Travis is going to fall to the 7th round?
He'll probably be in like the 4th or the 5th round.
No.
No, not 4th and 5th. So
He's definitely not
sorry,
getting picked
but
in
at
the
the end of the
first.
season, we'll see that Jordan Travis is the better quarterback.
He won't be.
No, you won't.
You're right. It'll probably be jumbled up by stats because North Carolina plays no defense.
Oh, yeah, who cares about stats? Why would they matter?
Because you play against nobody
We
defense.
play the same schedule. We play in the same conference.
Half of those teams you play, Florida State doesn't play. What do you mean? We don't
Oh, yeah,
play
I'm
Duke
so-
every year.
Oh, yeah, Boston College game is so tough.
Hey, and as we should, we
Yeah,
dominated
but
Boston
hey,
College. So
hey, you're
Boston
forgetting
College
about
is on the same
Syracuse.
tier as half of the
Yeah.
Coastal.
That Wake Forest defense, you know they're known for their defense.
No, you're right. You're right. Wake Forest. But Wake Forest and Boston College, the only two exceptions.
One of Drake May and Jordan Travis.
No, it's
beat
not
Wake
the only
Forest.
two exceptions. I mean, what you want to talk up how great Syracuse is now?
They had a good defense.
Stop it.
Mayhem Matthew, thank you for the super chat. NC State was
Pittsburgh's
predicted.
defense is better than Syracuse.
He says
That is true.
NC State was
But
predicted to go to
other
the
than that, who
ACC
else
title
knows?
offseason and went 10-2 and beat Clemson. Pete should remember that well.
10-2. When did they go 10-2?
He's
What? When?
That probably happened the same year Mark Rogers picked Kentucky to win the East.
NC State hasn't won 10 games since the Bush administration.
Yeah, what?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Philip Rivers was.
You know what? Last year,
10 games.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, he said it was predicted to go to the ACC title. Yeah, well.
oh yeah. So he is right. They were predicted to win the ACC and beat Clemson and go 10-2. He's right.
Who predicted them to win the
A lot of
ACC?
people did.
A lot of people did.
Okay, well, how many times has Miami
They
been
were the-
picked
they
to
were
win the
the
ACC?
popular-
and how
Well,
many
that is
times has
why
The
happened?
trendy
ACC
pick to be the
show
ACC
is-
championship last year was Miami versus NC State. We saw how that worked out.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, because NC State was bringing back all that talent. Well, all that experience.
They weren't very talented.
Especially on offense. No,
but experience can get the job done.
Yeah, because the year before in 2021, NC State beat Clemson in double overtime, and so that automatically meant that in 2022 that NC State was the team to beat because that's how potato people are.
Well, you're talking about Sea-Dog now.
Huh?
I thought potato people were Clemson people.
Now are these potato people related to the lizard people?
I said Clemson.
I know you're not freaking speaking to me, Luke.
I am.
You're not.
I mean, that is your logic for why Georgia Tech is going to beat Carolina because they beat them.
No, it's not my logic. It's because we're freaking own you and we're way better than you and we're
'cause
freaking
you beat us
twice in a row.
last
And the year before, bud. And we beat you with Jeff Collins. And freaking not only did you lose,
2
you
wins,
got freaking
wow.
blown out.
You're definitely
blown
being
out by Jeff Collins. And then in a sticky situation with Brent Key and the quarterbacks and everything else, you guys freaking lost at home with Drake May, amazing quarterback.
Is that not the same
Drake
logic
May,
State fans were using?
You guys
the
freaking
best quarterback
suck.
in the
No, because we
conference,
beat you.
got held to
Our
Georgia
defensive
Tech.
NC State
coordinator.
beat Clemson the year before last.
Our defensive coordinator has your number.
They
Daddy
have a whole different
Thacker.
offense.
Daddy Thacker, and you're so scared of him. You would have
Why
wished.
not?
You really wish that he would have got fired.
Phil Longo at Wisconsin is terrified of him, but he's not here anymore.
Whatever, man. You're freaking done for.
Okay. That's going to end the show, everybody.
Come on, we need at least 10 more minutes of a Sea Dog rant.
Well, anyway, officially today we have, what do we have? We picked Miami to go 7-5. What's their win total in Vegas?
It probably is 7-5, 8.
Probably like 6.5.
I would bet Vegas has got it at about 6.5.
Yeah, so I think we're about right on with Vegas there at 7 wins. I could see him winning 8. And then we had Duke at, what did we have Duke at?
7-5.
7-5.
It should be 8-4.
Yeah.
Dookie doos.
So are they or are they not beating Clemson week 1?
No, but Miami's beating Texas A&M.
It'll be a tight game at least.
We'll see.
I'm not even sure if it'll be a tight game.
I think so.
No, we didn't.
I think Will Shipley's just going to have a career day on him myself.
No, we did not have Duke beating Clemson. No, nobody on the panel picked Duke to beat Clemson.
Well, I wasn't here for that, but I wouldn't have either.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, we already did the Clemson preview?
No, we did the Duke preview. They play Clemson.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank God. I was like, I missed Clemson?
That was.
You were here for it.
Yeah,
were
that
you
was.
not here for the
Yeah, he was.
I was. Though I kind of like, I don't know. I got misconstrued.
Potato.
Fuck off. Why?
That's potato.
Yeah, do you kiss your mother with that foul mouth?
You're right. You know what? I shouldn't.
Florida men aren't known for their intelligence.
I shouldn't be using that word. There are children nearby.
Well, I beg to differ with that, sir, because I tied in the as far as one of the smartest slobs.
You're a Tennessee
You
man.
know what?
Well, I guess I've been here long enough to be considered a Tennessee man.
No, he's still a Florida man. Just lives in Tennessee. That's all.
I can multitask though. I changed my oil and did the ACC show all at the same time.
Oh wow. All right, everybody. That's going to do it. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you for coming on. True Seminole, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Luke Walker, as usual.
By the way,
be sure to do your homework and
wait a minute.
do the
Before you
dishes.
go, Luke,
Yes.
Luke, why didn't you tell us your dad was an Indiana fan?
What?
Did you not watch the Friday call-in show? Your dad called in.
Oh, yeah.
Who is my dad?
Apparently some Indiana fan that calls into the PigskinPeete Friday night call-in show.
It's actually me, and I'm not an Indiana fan.
It's not Sea-Dog.
It's actually me. Your father.
It's a good thing you sold that house. You're going to have to be paying a lot of money in bets.
Uh-huh. You're going to be stuffing your freaking face with crow and crying and apologizing and freaking...
Slim, make sure to send us some good recipes to cook up that crow.
I will. How upset is Sea-Dog going to be if both North Carolina beats Georgia Tech and Miami beats North Carolina just to prove me wrong, too?
How many ACC teams do we have left to predict? We have, well, I'll tell you who we've done. We've done Pitt, Syracuse, Boston College, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, Duke, Louisville, and Miami. So however many, one
9.
Oh, that's 9. So we have close.
6 left.
We technically have 6 left because we're gonna throw Notre Dame in there too. Yeah.
Does that line up with the season or?
It should.
We gotta do a superlative. We gotta do a superlative show, right?
We have a superlative show, but we have to fill some more content.
Yeah, we should have enough time to do all of it.
We definitely have enough time. It's that we're going to be finished, and there's going to be like a month left until the season.
And that's actually surprising considering that, they've been so delayed so far in trying to do this.
No, we're on schedule.
How many weeks are there until the season?
6.
We only have 3 weeks of these left?
Well, 6 until week 0.
Yeah, there's 6 teams left, so that's 2 a week. That'd be 3 weeks.
E4 is wondering about if there will be an investigation if peckers are swung at the softball game. Do we have any hazing practices that are on Team Fools?
No.
I think that's what Team Raj does. They sit there and they spank each other naked and
I hope they won't be sexual assaulted softball game.
So, to answer your question, D4, only if you're on Team Raj, you get you have to go through the naked.
Now D4 is on Team Fools, so he's all right.
Yeah, so yeah, you should be all right. You don't have to look at anybody's butthole or something.
Yeah, we're good.
You know what? At D4, I'll call you later. We'll come up with some hazing rituals.
No. You're not going to leave me out of that. Oh, all right.
You're not being a team player, sir.
Yes, I am. All right. See you later, Luke.
See ya.
All right. Jordan.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming on and being part of the show today.
Yep. Never going to see me again.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, Jordan's been pretty incognito this offseason.
Yeah, well,
you know, just it's been a busy summer, but I'm
It's
trying.
been a long off season.
That too.
Jordan's been slaying hoes all.
I felt like the off season went by really quick until now. Now it's dragging by.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually how it happens.
It's dragging by because I'm trying to get the
I
hell
don't
out of
know.
work for a few days, and it seems like it's going to take forever for the softball game to get here.
Less than 2 weeks.
It's like next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
10 days.
I also close on my house that Monday or Tuesday. So
So a team Fools win and then closing on your house. It's going to be a great weekend for you.
Oh, and well, also I get to I'm going to see Greta Van Fleet with my brother
Ooh.
Oh,
Where are they playing?
in Nashville.
Nice.
Ooh, that's
It is
awesome.
it's going to be their first concert on their Starcatcher tour, which will be from their new album.
Yeah.
So it'll be their first concert after their new album comes out. It's going to come out the night before the softball game.
Where in Nashville? Where's the venue?
Bridgestone, which is where their hockey team plays, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't they do it at Opryland? Seems more appropriate.
I don't know.
Do it at Nissan Stadium. Don't do it at Nissan Stadium.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to hate on Nissan Stadium. I've been there. It wasn't bad.
You might be the only person I've ever heard say that.
Yeah, well, unlike Clemson, they've got a smoking section, so they didn't piss me off.
Oh, God. Oh. All right, Jordan. Well, hopefully we'll see you again soon, buddy.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully I'll be a little bit more consistent on these shows. But
All right.
definitely I'm not. I definitely wasn't ducking y'all.
I know. I was just messing with you. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
All right, man. Well,
I'm just glad my family's going free. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
yeah. And I didn't harm them,
Good.
so
Good.
they'll be home soon.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. See you later. All right, Slim. Better late than never. I'm glad you were able to get your oil changed.
That's why I was late. I've been trying to get a bunch of crap done while I'm home.
Yeah.
Did you just say better Nate than Lever?
Yeah. Better Nate than Lever.
Late.
I love that.
Okay, well, we'll go with
I say that.
Sure.
I say that too.
All right, Slim.
Fuck.
I'll see you
right,
soon. Talk to you later.
See you, Slim.
All right, everybody. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for all the people that support the show in the chat and otherwise. Any last words, Sea-Dog?
Go Jackets.
Go Jackets, he says. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for the midday show. Oh, guess what we're doing on the midday show tomorrow?
What?
I got a request to pull up Britney Spears' TikTok account.
There's some crazy shit on there.
Yeah, so we're going to look at that.
It looks like there was a period she went where it looked like she was filming on a brick. Like the video quality was horrible. But I heard y'all talking about her or something. She finally got out from under her dad, right? So she's like out into the world again.
Yeah, she's just apparently I haven't even looked at it yet. Apparently she has a TikTok account that she posts crazy videos on. So I'm looking forward to seeing
I haven't
that.
seen the new stuff, but I've seen the stuff where she was like locked up by her dad or whatever. She couldn't leave her house, and like it was like a fever dream video or something. It was weird.
Yeah,
like,
she
Britney
did.
Spears is crazy, dude.
That's some weird stuff.
Yeah,
So anyway,
I
we'll
feel
do
bad for her, honestly.
Yeah, we'll do the normal midday show, and we'll check in on old Brittany, see how she's doing. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.